Hey, Fester, I don't get the whole nuts comment minutes ago, so my wife is giving me crap all weekend long, and you got to just walk in and stir up the pot?
I don't know that
you had no idea?
No idea.
Oh, God. Hey, folks,
no idea.
Welcome, everybody. It is the MJ Morning Show. Really dull weekend. Nothing really happened. Yeah, nothing really happened locally. Nothing happened up in D.C. Really just a boring week. Michelle, why do you have your pods underneath your headphones? Are you listening to something else while listening to the show?
Not anymore, but you asked me to listen to some audio to see about it, so I was doing it right up until the showtime.
Is there anything usable from the Lamborghini deal?
Well, I found it entertaining, but, you know.
Man,
not the event. I'm sorry, I did not find that. Although, yes.
You know where Lake Nona is?
Lake Nona?
Yeah, it's over, what is it, like, north?
Is it one of those,
east of Orlando kind of thing?
Yeah, I was going to say, like one of those Orlando.
Yeah, expand out the map. No, it's southeast of Orlando.
Yeah, north of St. Cloud.
Yeah, Lake Nona. Now, there's a story. Some, I guess, lady driving a jacked up lifted pickup truck drove over the front end of a guy's Lamborghini.
Oh, no.
In a shopping center parking lot. And, I mean, crazy. So Michelle was listening to the audio, and the guy just gets out. He's all cursing at the lady, I guess. You know, most of everything's in Spanish, in Espanol. But you could hear a couple of English F-bombs dropped in. And
they know those words.
Yeah, we got that in the pile later on. So, a little BTS follow-up. I heard something regarding BTS over the weekend. I'll bring that coming up in just a bit. Yeah, the crazy story out of D.C. There are a couple of interesting elements there. We'll get into that. But, hey, back to the nuts and the chocolate.
Yes.
So you didn't know that Michelle was giving me all kinds of crap?
No.
Oh, I thought you guys were in cahoots or something.
No, I did not. I did not know this. If I would have known that you were receiving so much crap, I would have doubled down on it.
Great, thank you.
No,
thank you. Thanks for making my home life rougher.
You make it pretty rough yourself. You bring it on yourself.
I don't.
You are your own worst enemy sometimes.
Here's the story, just quickly. This goes back, Easter time.
Yeah.
Fester had, by the way, you've stopped doing your maps.
I haven't seen a good
You had a
one.
couple of days of maps, and you know those maps where they have all 50 states, and it's like something that's important or big in that state, and it's like, it's a listing of the most popular this or that or whatever. And around Easter time, it was which Easter candy is the most popular in every state. And Fester had a map where they had the actual logo of the candy on each state to show what Easter candy was most popular. And some places had like Reese's peanut butter cups, and for Florida, and then 5 other states, it had Sconza. That the most popular Easter candy in Florida here is Sconza. I'm like, what the heck is
Sconza?
Sconza?
No, I had no idea what they made.
Somehow it gets back to Sconza, which is in California, that the MJ Morning Show didn't know what Sconza was. So we get this perishable foam coolered box with like a bunch of their product line, all kinds of bags of their chocolates and their nuts covered by chocolate. Their bags are very colorful and bright.
Yes.
Whoever designed their actual packaging did a very, very good job.
Excellent job.
I mean,
yes.
it looks really good. And I pay attention to graphic arts and design and all that stuff, but their packaging looks top notch. I mean, very well done and vibrant and bright. And then I opened up some of the candies, and I'm like, oh, this stuff is good.
Yeah, really, really good stuff.
There was a lemon blueberry white chocolate thing that was just fantastic. And then there was like some Jordan almonds and some minty chocolate thing. I mean, so here's the deal. Fester, you put all of the bags over in front of me on my side.
Correct.
And you had a glass jar with some chocolates inside.
I still do.
And I think you had a couple of other things. So I thought that you were saying that you didn't want any of those and I could take all those. So I throw them in Michelle's bag because Michelle's got she's got 5 pieces of carry-on luggage. So every day.
No, I had that bag because we brought in the BTS on Friday.
Oh, the bacon tomato sandwiches?
Yes, that's why I had that bag.
So we have an extra bag.
But Michelle, okay, so you had 4 bags.
No,
every day
I had 2.
You've got every day you've got 3 bags.
Not true.
It is true.
I have 2 bags today.
Anyway, you would be turned away for too much carry-on
All right, hold on.
luggage.
All right. Let's not lose the forest for the trees.
No.
Okay.
So we have this extra bag. MJ, what I did was I have the.
I know what you did, Fester, because I heard you say it.
I opened this up, which is the glass. This is like what sits on like a desk. Or,
Yeah, it's a glass jar that's filled with
These are Jordan almonds.
Okay, those are Jordan almonds.
Pastel colored Jordan almonds. And it's a
Pastel. Very nice.
thoughtful and appropriate gift for anybody.
Yes.
And then
Thanks to Sconza.
we got about 10 bags of stuff.
Yep.
I mean, that's not an exaggeration. 10 different bags of.
So how many did you keep?
None. I put them all to you.
Well, I didn't end up with 10 bags.
Well, however many there was there 8 bags?
I don't know. Anyway.
However many there was, I put them all on your side, and I said, take whatever you like.
Oh,
right? Because I
Yes.
want, listen, it's the MJ Morning Show. Listen, I don't care what I get. I mean, I'll take what I get.
So here's the deal. I bring them all home because I threw them in Michelle's bag. When we get home, Michelle's unpacking the bag, and she's like, oh, well, you took everything. You didn't leave anything for Fester. That's not nice. I said, well, Fester gave me all this stuff to bring home. So I had to hear Michelle yakking at me. And then you come in this morning, and the first thing you say is, hey, thanks for taking all the stuff.
Well, I essentially created a hodgepodge of a display. Like, remember Wheel of Fortune? Where the old Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, see, I liked it better back then.
Where you got to pick your prizes.
You went shopping.
Yeah. So I wanted you to go shopping.
Whoever won the game, all of the money that you accumulated during the game, in the studio, they had all of these items like a live in-studio catalog.
Yes.
It was, and all the items were there, and you're like, yes, I'll take the push mower for $326. I'll take the trip to Bermuda for $2,200.
Yeah, I mean, there was always a nice TV there.
Yeah.
I always thought it was like furniture. A lazy boy, a dresser.
It was all kinds of crap.
It was
the bedroom set.
That's the early old days of Wheel of Fortune. The contestant that won got to go shopping.
Yeah.
And I liked it better back. That's when Chuck Woolery was the host. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that might have been even the early Pat Sajak days.
I'll take the elephant trunk table, please.
But then I wanted to create that experience for you where I had them all out. And I was like, here, look through them. Take whatever you like.
I'll take the prostate massager.
Dude, listen, those are worth their weight in gold.
I don't know what I've never. I don't even know where I got that from because I don't have a prostate massage.
First of all, way to tip your hand. Second of all, why don't you borrow mine? It's fantastic.
No, you don't have a anyway.
But I said pick a couple of bags. You picked them all, and then
so Wheel of Fortune was better in the olden days. Yeah. All right. Back when I watched Wheel of Fortune when I was home from school sick. That's when I saw that crap.
I know.
When I was like home from school sick and it came out at 10:30 in the morning or whatever. All right, 6-11. I mean, all those old game shows like Card Sharks and I mean, it was more than just The Price is Right back then. They had all these great, to tell the truth, all these old game shows. 6-11 at the MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling on a Monday morning. This one is going to be slammed. I wouldn't miss a minute of this dumpster fire. Back in a second, traffic's on MJ Morning Show.
Traffic around Tampa Bay.
that song.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
Holding
white.
on the promises and the song.
That's the album version. I like the top 40 edit version where it starts off with the drum and it kind of gets right into the guitar.
No more time.
Yes, folks, I apologize.
Here I go again.
You didn't get one of my rejoiner beds like Yeah, you didn't get one of my rejoiner beds.
Thankfully. I mean, I think I like the song better than that
Yeah,
one.
whatever. All right. Welcome back, everybody. 621 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, did you see some of the local TV gathered right when you exited 4th Street off of 275 South?
No, I didn't.
So if you're headed north on 4th Street in St. Pete, or you're coming off of the Howard Franklin Bridge, as we do, as we come over from Hillsborough, from Tampa to the studio, we get off at the first exit, I-75 or I-275 South, Howard Franklin. We get off at 4th Street, first exit. And right on the left, I shouldn't say right.
On the left-hand side.
Yeah, thank you. On the left-hand side, there's like a little parking area just before you hit the ramp to get onto 275 Howard Franklin North. And I noticed a bunch of the local TV stations were gathered there this morning. I saw some of the vehicles and the logos. And this all has to do with the horrific story involving the 2 missing USF grad students. This story is not going to have a happy ending. This is a terrible, terrible story. In fact, the Howard Franklin Bridge traffic from Friday, that was related because one of the students was found in plastic bags on the left shoulder of the Howard Franklin North, right near the Hillsborough-Pinellas County line in the middle of Tampa Bay. Yeah. So, Michelle, do you remember, what did you say? We had a couple of tips that it was related to the missing USF students.
Right.
What did you say? Because Fester was going to say something, and then you said, hold on, let me say something first. Do you remember what you said first?
That there was a report that a big black bag was seen on the side of the road as an Uber driver, he was reporting it, was taking a passenger to the airport.
And then Andrew, who's working feverishly, trying to get more information through the rumor mill, said, hey, I have something that Andrew didn't even feel comfortable saying it.
Several social media rumor mill posts were going on, and we did mention it. We said on the show, this was in the 9 o'clock hour before we shut things down on Friday. We had said on the show that there are rumors floating around that this massive traffic jam on the Howard Franklin is due to the missing students, that it is related to the missing students, and horrifically it was, as the body of the missing 27-year-old male grad student. These are 2 Bangladeshi students in a grad program at USF, and apparently his remains were found in black trash bags that were on the side of the Howard Franklin Bridge. I mean, gruesome, macabre. I mean, just a horrific story. And then we heard that there were no signs of the missing young woman. And I got an alert last night from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office that human remains were recovered in Pinellas County. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, along with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, has recovered human remains from the waterways in the area of I-275 and 4th Street North. So that's why I think the TV stations are gathered right at the entrance ramp on 4th Street North. It's the last exit before, the bridge begins on 275 North. And the TV stations are gathered on 4th Street North in that little pull-off area, because it was probably right back in that area. You've got all kinds of mangroves in there.
Right.
So, Michelle, we were speculating last night that maybe he did get some of the bags over the bridge and then got spooked or something happened, and he left the other bags on the side of the shoulder and then took off, in the wee hours on early Friday morning. So the unfortunate female student, her remains were tossed in, and maybe that's what washed up at 275 and 4th Street North. Yeah.
Wow.
So just, what a nutty story. And of course, all over the national news. So great. Yeah. The Tampa Bay area, we've got to make the national news because of this nut job roommate of the male student, who, we don't know what happened. Something horrific transpired.
Yeah, it's a tragic situation.
We have no idea what actually occurred. What was the cause? What was the cause of what occurred? What happened that was so horrific that this roommate went bat crap crazy and ends up, killing both the students? Nuts.
Yeah. So they're investigating, and that's why all the news crews are set up at that location. If you drive past it, that's what's going on.
So the male's body, that was Zamil. Zamil's body was found, and then the female, Michelle, what was the female's name? Do you have that handy?
Nahida Bristi.
Yeah, Nahida. And it seems that her remains were found, and that's the press release that the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office put out late last night. So,
and they have him in custody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's in custody, and you saw the video. He comes out of the house after like a SWAT standoff, and all he has on is a bath towel.
Yeah.
Around his waist. He's got no shirt on. He's got a bath towel. Just a freaky story. But what transpired? So I guess he was talking initially. Now he's totally clammed up, or,
Well, he was spoken to on Thursday before we even knew the events were as they were unfolding on Friday.
So investigators,
and then he stopped talking, and then the reason he was able to be taken into custody was the reason the police responded to him was because there was a DV incident being reported at the house where he then barricaded himself into. And so obviously the police had already been investigating him. I was reading the timeline last night. So once they had that situation, and then he came out in the towel.
But he had some previous restraining orders against him. The
Correct.
suspect had some previous restraining orders from family members.
This guy seems like a real terror.
Yeah, this guy clearly has a history, but what caused him to freak out and take out Zamil and Nahida? What is the catalyst for that? That is just insane. So we're in the national spotlight, all the cable news channels covering the story. On Friday night, you had all of the network news shows, CBS Evening News, NBC Nightly News, ABC World News Tonight. All three had the story, in Tampa. Great. That's exactly what we need. And just terrible for the area, and clearly terrible for these two students. And Michelle, you're really busted up about the family members in Bangladesh that have to deal with this half a world away.
I just feel like, as a mom who sends their children off to college, you think that it's a relatively safe environment. This is the furthest thing from your minds. And here these are graduate students who have come from Bangladesh. It's half a world away.
This is the dream.
Right.
If you're living in Bangladesh, the dream is to send your kids to America.
Right.
Send them to college. Let them have an opportunity to make a great life for themselves. Come back, help the family.
Right.
This is the dream. The stakes and hopes were on these two.
And Fester, you're a USF grad too. I feel like USF and the Tampa Bay area is a relatively safe campus. It's a safe school. It's not like they sent them to Chicago where there are shootings, constantly, and your child's maybe on the streets or whatever.
The south side of Chicago,
I just feel like,
the baddest part of town.
I think Tampa in general. I think the Tampa Bay area in general is a relatively safe destination.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I don't think that those parents ever had a thought that anything like this would happen.
Another good point. Fester is a USF graduate. My lovely wife, Michelle, over here to my left is a USF graduate. So just terrible, horrific story. And, will we get the real deal on what transpired and caused this? But terrible situation all the way around. Just sick. And then to have this guy stop on the Howard Franklin Bridge early, apparently on Friday morning.
And that was the plan, just to dump bodies over the bridge?
In the middle of the night. So a highly traveled interstate bridge, you're going to pull over on the left and throw trash bags over the side.
I think that was his plan.
Yeah.
I mean, he did go over to Clearwater to attempt
something happening.
to look around, maybe to see what he could do over there, but that didn't. I guess
didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him.
That was the backup on Friday.
They did find a weapon over there.
Yeah,
in Clearwater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had. Oh, I mean, just trying to process this whole story, but that was the huge backup Friday morning. Drive time on the Howard Franklin 275 North. All right, 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. When we return, the early morons in the news next on 104.7 FM Q105. Stand by.
Taking a
Huge fan.
Big fan.
All right, 641 at the MJ Morning Show. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I have a pile of stories of people just pulling guns on other people for seemingly inane reasons. Number one, here in Florida, what a shocker. A 42-year-old woman here in Florida pulled a gun in a Target parking lot after having some kind of a heated argument over apparent closeness of parking. I get peeved when someone pulls in a spot next to me, and my God, could you have pulled any closer to my car? Could you, if it's a wider spot, you couldn't have moved a little bit away from my car when you park your vehicle. So here's the deal. 42-year-old woman here in Florida pulled a gun after an argument over parking proximity outside of Target, telling the other driver, I got that bleep on me while ordering her out of the vehicle. So I got that, bleep bomb on me. So
I don't exactly understand the threat.
Well, is it the gun that she's about to brandish?
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking. Kiera S. Johnson was arrested, charged with 1 count of aggravated assault with a firearm after this argument. According to a probable cause affidavit from the Miami-Dade Police Department, officers were called to a Target on Biscayne Boulevard. The victim told authorities that she was sitting inside her parked car when Johnson pulled into the adjacent spot. To avoid having her vehicle hit by Johnson's car door, the victim said she moved her car over and away from Johnson. Johnson apparently did not appreciate the gesture, so she got all pissed off and alienated because the other driver was making a preemptive move to shift her car over. So what? That infuriated the woman that ends up pulling the gun? How dare you think that I'm about to hit your car and you're going to move your car over a little bit?
That's exactly what happened. We've all been in situations where a guy pulls in a little too close to us, and
like, what the hell? What's going on here?
I understand what she's trying to do.
Put this thing in reverse. Let me move over a little bit, and that pissed off. How dare you think I'm getting too close to you and I'm going to hit your car? How dare you move your car over? So it pissed this lady off. I mean, this is insane. Johnson did not apparently like this. This is the woman with the gun that was pulling in. And then the situation escalated after a confrontation. The victim told officers that Johnson began cursing at her, calling her all kinds of obscenities, every word in the book. During the dispute, Johnson reached into her purse and pulled out a firearm and said, I got that bleep on me.
Oh, I see the context now.
It was yes. the gun. Flashes the weapon, brandishes the weapon, and told the victim, get out of the car. The victim told cops she refused to exit the vehicle and instead drove away, later calling 911 because she feared for her life. Well, duh.
Yeah, good call. Get out of there.
Somebody pulls a gun on you over some silly parking dispute. Yeah, she described the gun as either black with yellow or orange markings. Officers then went to the scene, spoke with the victim. When Johnson exited the store, she was identified. So after the situation,
she goes shopping.
She goes shopping instead of, hold on, you pull a gun on somebody. All right, that's a dopey, stupid, moron move to begin with. You stay at the scene of the crime?
Well,
of course, the victim is going to call 911.
Nah, she drove off. The situation solved.
The cops just waited for this woman to exit the Target store.
What'd she buy?
Bonehead.
Is there any reports on what was on her shopping list?
I'm sorry, I don't have an inventory of what's in her Target bags.
Did this happen over the weekend? Because I'll tell you right now, weekend parking at Target.
Oh.
At Target specifically, it's not like a mall. Targets, usually they're freestanding or in the strip plaza or something. Right. But parking in front of a Target could be a hellacious experience.
By the way, as she was exiting the store, the cops were waiting for her. She was detained. She admitted to having a firearm inside her purse. Mm-hmm. The purse was slung over her shoulder. The cops down in Miami recovered the weapon. After being read her Miranda rights, you've got the right to remain silent, blah, blah, blah. Johnson agreed to speak with investigators and acknowledged that both parties had gotten into an argument over close parking. Sounds like a Seinfeld episode, close talker. This is close parking, right? She also claimed that the victim had threatened to slap her, but never got out of the car. The victim said, nope, I never said that. So Johnson denied brandishing the weapon or making threats, telling police she never pulled it out. And the victim was able to correctly identify and describe the firearm. You know what? Maybe they're a mentalist like that.
That was a show, wasn't it?
Yes.
Who's the mentalist? No, but you have that real life. Oz. What's that guy's name? Oz Perlman? You know, the mentalist? Maybe she's an assistant. But no, she described the freaking gun. The cops ended up recovering. Anyway, the reason why I'm spending some time on this and talking about the story is I've seen a good deal of parking lot rage. I've seen crap. You know what? I park way out. I do not park close to the front door. I park because I want to avoid door dings. I want to avoid the close parkers.
I don't want to be anywhere near the crowd.
I don't want close parkers. Michelle, that has nothing to do with nosy parkers.
Mm-hmm.
That's Michelle's favorite expression these days. Oh, you're a nosy parker. I don't even, what the hell's the origin of that thing anyway? What is a nosy parker?
I think like a cardinal or someone in England happened to be a nosy person, and his last name was Parker, and they I think that literally like coined the phrase nosy Parker. Am I right, Fester? Yeah. You looking it up?
So the cops arrested this woman. She was booked into a local correctional facility down in Miami-Dade, and a court appearance is scheduled. But it just doesn't pay off. I mean, look at the crap that this woman's got to go through now over something as stupid as a parking lot issue. And what was the skin off her teeth if the other driver moves her car over because this woman parked too close?
What?
It's insulting.
What? You are not going to move your car over. I got this ish on me. Huh?
I got this schnit on me.
What are you going to say now?
Yeah. How dare you move your car over to avoid getting a door ding because you think I parked too close to you?
I'm going to still go shopping because I got the Target Red card where I get 5% off. Ha-ha.
Michelle, why do we have all these little Target cardboard cards lying around with the little scratch-off lottery strip on it?
Because when you buy something at Target, sometimes you get like a $5 back or $10 back, for whatever the purchase is. And
we've got like 3 of them lying around the house. They're going to get thrown. So those are like $5 bills.
Right.
And they're just sitting around.
I give them to you.
What does it matter to you, nosy Parker?
Yeah.
No.
They're from primarily you when you go shopping with Julian up north, or like when he was in boarding school, or like when Chloe was up north, and we go shopping to like load them up on stuff, and then you bought a Tide, detergent, and so then you get a $5, gift card back.
Coupon or something like that. You just didn't use it.
All right, so let's move from Florida gun brandisher to California gun brandisher. This one has an added element of police impersonation. Who are the people that think that they could get out of their car, say they're police, pretend they're police, and who are these people that think that they're not going to be busted for police impersonation?
In this thoroughly modern society, I see that just not as a good angle anymore.
So Redlands, California.
Redlands.
30-year-old resident in Redlands, California was arrested on suspicion of impersonating a police officer. This is last week. After he represented himself as a cop to a delivery driver and pointed the gun at the delivery driver, the man was arrested. The man brandished a replica firearm, was also hit with false imprisonment charges. This is in San Bernardino County, east of Los Angeles. The confrontation happened around 8 a.m. This is last Thursday. It was an Uber Eats driver who reported that the man initially jumped in front of his moving vehicle, claimed to be a cop. He held up what appeared to be a badge, holding a gun. Did he do a police freeze?
That's what he did. Here's my badge.
All right, so the Uber Eats driver said, well, he didn't have a uniform on. He didn't have a marked police vehicle. And listen, there are undercover cops, and there are cops that don't necessarily have a uniform on. I mean, but
all the cars have lights, right?
But he said that he knew this guy was fake. So this guy's standing in front of the car with holding some kind of fake badge with a fake gun, and orders the guy out of the car. The Uber Eats driver just drives around the guy. The suspect followed the driver when he parked his car. Then the guy boxed him in. I mean, how do you think this is going to end? What is the end game if you're pretending to be a cop and you're not?
Does he call the real cops in the meantime?
Well, yeah, the real cops were called. The victim got out of his car. The suspect pointed what appeared to be a gun. The suspect said that he was a sheriff's deputy and ordered the driver then to get back inside his car, the Uber Eats driver. The victim called 911 and said, hey, I think there's a fake cop that's holding a fake gun at me. Yeah. But he's boxed me in. So the cops arrive. They arrest the guy, take him down. They find the fake gun. But we don't know we have no idea what the cause of this was. Did the Uber Eats driver, in a rush to get the food order to some customer, cut him off? I mean, people are just nuts, and people react in the most over-the-top, ridiculous ways.
I mean, what they're doing is try to get a little leverage over somebody or a little power over somebody. Well, I'm a law enforcement guy. No, you aren't. No, you aren't.
Yeah,
Cops don't act like that.
Don't pretend to be a fake cop. I don't know what these people think. How do you think this story is going to end? Target lady down in Miami pulling a gun on a lady because she moved her car because you were parking too close. And now this guy just terrorizing an Uber Eats driver.
Leave the Uber Eats drivers alone.
I pulled you over because I want some fries. I mean,
what do you got in the bag?
Popcorn shrimp? Oh. Give me 4. They won't miss them.
Give it here.
All right.
Let's going to skim a few off the top.
6:54 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news. When we get back, you want to get creeped out? Do you know about the federal surveillance that's going to be required in upcoming cars? I saw this yesterday, like, what the hell? Oh, and the Sloth Museum here in Florida is in trouble. A lot of stuff next. MJ Morning Show, Q105, 104.7 FM. That move that you need to make, or the move that someone that you care about that they need to make, doesn't have to be an absolute unmitigated disaster. If you're looking for a great move from a great company, I've got the solution right here. It's twocollegebrothers.com. You know, I've had numerous conversations with Wade, the chief moving officer at twocollegebrothers.com, and it's regarding the number of 5-star reviews that they have. It is unheard of. It's like over 1,200 5-star reviews. In the moving business, that just doesn't happen. It's unheard of. It's next to impossible. Why do they have so many? Because they do a good job. They'll give you a great quote for your move, and then they follow through with a beautiful move. It is a highly trained staff that wraps all your furniture in blankets. They're not going to scratch and mar your stuff, snap legs off chairs, etc. They're going to handle your boxes with care. It's twocollegebrothers.com. If you're moving or if you know someone that's moving, mention me, MJ, get free moving boxes. twocollegebrothers.com for the smartest move you will ever make. I'm going to give you another smart, bright move as we get into these hotter days, and you're going to rely more and more on your air conditioning. If your air conditioning conks out, you call airrescue.com. That's airrescue.com. If you're wondering, why aren't I talking about Plan B air conditioning anymore? Well, they didn't pay their bills. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. So Plan Fester's giving me a look. It's a joke. Plan B Air Conditioning and Air Rescue, owned by the same company. And they just decided to consolidate. They decided that, hey, we're going to simplify things. We're going to make everything Air Rescue. And listen, frankly, Air Rescue is a better name. So Plan B Air Conditioning is now Air Rescue. You mention me, MJ, to Air Rescue, 10% off your bill. Highly trained, honesty, integrity. If they're not there when they say, they take the diagnostic fee off the bill. 888, never wait, or airrescue.com. That is your air conditioning company here in the Tampa Bay area. Tell them MJ sent you. Traffic's on at 6:57. MJ Morning Show back in minutes.
I-4 westbound has heavy...
MJ Morning Show rolling up on 7:03. Fester, why are you just looking at the wall outside of the studio? Fester's looking at something outside there. What?
They put an on-air light out there.
Oh!
In the hallway, there's an on-air light.
Is it on?
No, I was waiting for you to crack the mics to see if it turned on.
Oh, so it didn't turn. But there's nothing in here yet.
Nothing inside the studio. Outside the studio. Has it?
Yeah, it is there.
I just noticed
it doesn't work.
I just noticed it today for the first time.
Oh, that's been there.
I had no idea.
No, it's been there. It just doesn't work.
Well, then never mind. They did nothing.
Yeah, people will just walk into our studio when we're on the air because we don't have an on-air light, but apparently they're working on those. Apparently, Chris, our engineer, is 3D printing some kind of a custom-designed on-air light.
That's cool.
Yeah, but not installed yet.
Never mind. The one that's been sitting there forever. I just noticed it today for the first time. And I'm like, oh.
Are you ready for the creepy story of the day?
Yeah, give it to me.
You ready to be creeped out? I had no idea this was a deal, but there is federally mandated in-car surveillance technology that will become mandatory in new cars by 2027. That'd be next. Fester, you're breathing very heavy.
I'm a little snotty. I'm not breathing heavy.
No, you're breathing.
No. Breathing heavy is,
dude,
which I'm not.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, but that's not heavy. Breathing heavy is this. Like, ask me to run half a mile, then that's breathing heavy.
All right, so listen to this. Your next car purchase will come with what many people will say is really unwanted surveillance. A federal mandate requiring surveillance technology that monitors your blinks, your glances, head nods. What? This is due to Section 24220 of the 2021 Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. The National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration has to finalize rules forcing all new passenger vehicles to include advanced impaired driving prevention technology, turning your dashboard into like a judge, like somebody is in the car monitoring you.
What, the car's going to shut down or pull over to the side?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Infrared cameras and sensors will create a constant biometric assessment of the driver's alertness and sobriety. The tech involves infrared cameras mounted on steering columns or A-pillars tracking eye movement, pupil dilation, and drowsiness patterns, unlike the breathalyzer ignition interlocks from those that are convicted of DUIs, or, they have to have an interlock. You got to, if you want to drive your car, you got to blow into your steering wheel, essentially, before the car will start. These systems operate passively, so it's not like an active blow where you got to blow into a tube or whatever to start your car. No, this is all passive. It's just going to happen in the background, and the car is going to determine whether you're fit to drive. And wait a minute, this technology is going to be required by 2027?
I haven't heard of it
Why
before.
am I first hearing about this?
When was it passed? The what bill?
In
Jobs Act?
2021. The surveillance rollout targets late 2026 to 2027 for all new passenger vehicles. So all of the car companies have to have this tech ready to go?
I mean, it's already got to be ready to go. I mean,
Right.
They're building them in a couple of months.
Yeah.
The 2026s are already out.
While NHTSA, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration's final rule, faced delays beyond the November 2024 deadline, automakers will still get 2 to 3 years for full implementation. Once the regulations are finalized, your current vehicle stays surveillance-free, but shopping for a 2027 model means accepting the digital co-pilot, essentially. What the hell?
Yeah, so what if you look down at your phone or something? Is that it's a distraction, but
Yep.
do they think you're nodding off?
So apparently this is going to add up to $500 more to the cost of your vehicle.
Fantastic.
The privacy implications extend beyond federal oversight. While the law doesn't mandate external data sharing, manufacturers could potentially upload biometric data to corporate servers, raising concerns about sharing with insurance companies to adjust your premium based on your driving behavior. You know, what if you're listening to some heavy metal, you're doing some headbanging while driving?
You just rocking out?
Exactly. I just knocked my headphones off.
I saw that.
Is it going to say this guy's having a seizure? Shut down car. Shut down car.
Alert. Seizure.
What's I didn't even know about this until I saw this over the weekend. Yeah, automakers are opposing the mandate, citing their technical readiness and how this could impact car sales. Yeah, the car makers, they say the technology remains unreliable, warning of false positives that could strand drivers. This is going to happen. There is no doubt in my mind that someone is going to be perfectly fine, totally sober, not dozing off, that there are going to be false positives and somebody's car will not start or it won't let them drive because of this technology and because of erroneous detection.
This is a really... I can see where
This sounds like a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, I can see where it's a well-intentioned idea to eliminate drunk driving, and if somebody's nodding off or if they're blinking too much or too little.
Yeah.
Folks, did you know about this?
No.
I didn't know about this until Saturday when I saw this.
I was today years old when I heard about this surveillance in the car.
I'm going to punch you in the crotch today years old.
What?
I hate that expression.
Listen, just because you hate it.
I was today years old when I found out about
It
Just
applies.
because you hate it doesn't mean it's the absolute perfect description of when I heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
Today's the first time I've heard anything about it.
Well, guess what?
What?
Saturday was the first time I heard anything about it. And now that I'm telling you the story, that's why you're hearing about it.
We share a car surveillance birthday
Wow.
weekend.
This is crazy stuff. Oh, you want to hear something else crazy?
Lay it on me.
We were about to have a sloth museum in Florida. Some kind of a sloth attraction. It was gonna be called the Slotharium.
Really?
Yes. We need an exhibit. We need an attraction that is all sloth based.
Is Florida a hotspot for sloths?
You know what? This has been planned for 40 years. It's just very slow opening up. Get it?
I get it.
Get it? So, dozens of sloths destined for Florida passed away in a warehouse while in transit to the Orlando attraction, according to state wildlife. The poor freaking sloths.
Oh, no.
Michelle's all upset now because I just did an animal dying story.
Hold on.
Why you giving me a look? Why are you looking at me and shaking your head?
Because it's a disgusting story. I don't want to hear
Hold
about
on. No. It's an important story because I care about animals. And if a bunch of animals.
I had no idea that there was going to be a slotharium. I mean, is there a demand for people that want to go to an attraction where you see a whole bunch of sloths?
I bet you sloths are cute and cuddly.
Yeah, we had one in last year.
So the 31 deaths of the sloths, it happened like over the last year, but we're just hearing about it now? I mean, Sloth World. So the name of the place is Sloth World, and it's being described as a slotharium. It's not like an aquarium, but it's a slotharium.
Where they all have like a semi-natural habitat where they live and
Festa, what do you put lizards in?
A lizardarium?
No, isn't that a terrarium?
Oh.
A
Yeah, I guess it is.
Is that a
I guess it does have a name. Slotharium.
My God. Sloth World told the Florida Wildlife Commission, FWC, it placed an order for 21 sloths from Guyana. That's very, very coincidental because I placed an order for a whole bunch of Flavor Aid from Guyana.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
They only have one flavor, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's grape.
Grape.
My God.
So Sloth World.
Sloth World.
I'm looking at a reporter from West 2 TV, and she's standing in front of a building that says Sloth World on the outside.
Is Sloth World in Orlando going to open? Hey, kids, we're going to Universal and Disney. We're also going to Sloth World.
Orlando has a bunch of quirky 2 or 3 hour attractions.
Yeah.
You know, so it would fit in that space.
Michelle, are you disturbed now that oh, you're making notes? Are you going to yell at me for talking about the sloths?
Maybe.
Listen,
you don't find it interesting that a company was going to open up Sloth World?
I mean,
That's interesting. I'm more concerned about like the how and why the sloths died in transit.
Yeah.
Going to a place where they were supposed to be being taken like the best care of.
Well, there's a place like there's a couple of places in town where you can have firsthand experiences with exotic animals. I'll put them in the exotic animal category. You know, and I'm not talking about going to an aquarium where they're all behind glass.
No.
But you can touch and play. There's one where you can play with like chinchillas or big hamsters, whatever they're called.
Oh, Michelle, what was that place in Japan? Oh, apparently Sloth World has gone bankrupt. So,
Sloth World?
Yeah, Sloth World is not going to open.
Well, if all their inventory dies,
You know what? I'm going to open up Aardvark World. What do you think? Would that be the Aardvark World? Anteater World?
If you opened up Armadillo World.
Armadillo World.
Where a bunch of friendly armadillos were playing with kids, and they'd ball up and you could play with them. Idea. Home run.
All right, moving along. I saw this item, and I don't know why, I immediately thought of Fester. Man charged after dancing naked at an Aldi grocery store.
Dude, a couple of life decisions away from being me.
A guy in Missouri is accused of dancing naked at an Aldi. I just had an image of Fester. Yeah, so prosecutors have charged Sidney Jones, 41, of Columbia, Missouri, with a misdemeanor count of first-degree sexual misconduct. Why? Because his junk is all flapping around. According to the police department, they responded to a report of a naked man dancing inside the vestibule. So that's when you walk in, that little
those 2 doors.
Yeah, you got the 2 doors right inside the vestibule. Guy's just in there dancing naked.
Oh, so he wasn't like in the fresh meat section or the freezer section.
And then witnesses told police that multiple children were present at the store. Adults tried to, "Don't look, Ethel!" It was too late. Yeah, so the guy was identified as this Sidney Jones. You know what? Sidney. That sounds like a guy that would dance naked inside an Aldi.
It does.
Yeah.
Sidney.
Yeah, anyway, there's surveillance video of the guy all dancing around with his junk flopping all over the place.
You can see everything. I mean, you can see all these nuts.
They've got all these nuts.
All these nuts.
All these nuts. Well, yeah, what aisle are the all these nuts on?
Right here.
Right
in
here in
the
the vestibule.
right next to the cart return.
Hey, you got a new nuts joke.
Hey,
Michelle, have our kids used that one?
I don't think so.
All these nuts is a joke that's out there. It's like, you like Aldi's? Yeah, I love Aldi's. All these nuts.
Yeah, it's one of those nuts jokes. What are some of the ones the kids have done?
I honestly can't remember. There's so many.
Imagine Dragon.
Right. That's the one they like.
Imagine dragging these nuts.
Because you like the music, and so you always go, "Oh, I like that," and then they go, "Who sings it, Dad?" And then
I'll say, "Oh, that's Imagine Dragons." Oh, Imagine Dragon these nuts across.
Yep.
And then Wendy's nuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, all the nuts jokes that my kids still find hysterical. Anyway, the surveillance video shows the guy getting out of his car naked and then walking to the Aldi vestibule, right? And dancing. I mean, this is crazy. Fester, you came to mind.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. By the way, the dude has just bought himself a ban from all Aldi's locations.
Hey, Michelle, what are those famous flowers in the Netherlands?
The tulips.
Oh, geez. All right.
Tulips on these
You stop.
nuts.
You stop. Hey, you want to hear the list of the 10 types of terrible bosses?
Yeah.
Do I have time for this?
You know what?
Yeah.
This is something I bet you a lot of our listeners can instantly place somebody.
I have the 10 types of terrible bosses. And how do you know if you're one of them? All right, here we go. I'm going to lighten you around this. The avoider, the type of leader who's like an absentee parent, ghosting, failing to give their team the time and attention they need to feel proficient and appreciated. That's the avoider boss. Then you have the ignorer. This boss makes employees feel undervalued by disregarding any input, ideas, perspectives. That's the ignorer. Then we have the hoarder. Well, the hoarder either withholds information or dispenses it in a way that does not support the team's needs. That's the hoarder boss. Then we have the unappreciator. What do you think that is?
An appreciative boss?
Yep. Does not show any appropriate appreciation, recognition, gratitude, leaving employees feel devalued, invisible, taken for granted, blah, blah, blah. Then we have the pretender. The pretender boss. This is a classic people pleaser. The pretender fears discomfort or upset. As a result, does not provide honest feedback that employees need and deserve. That is the pretender. Then the blocker. What is the blocker boss? These are the 10 types of bad bosses. Yeah, this is an individual that prevents or actively impedes career development, barring employees from meeting their goals. So blocking you.
Yeah.
Like a block, prevents people from acquiring new skills.
I bet you that's really common.
That's the blocker. Then we have the firefighter boss. What do you think the firefighter boss is all about? The firefighter...
What only answers emergencies and doesn't handle day-to-day stuff?
The inflammatory firefighter boss handles situations with a reactive urgency and barely gives a warning or strategy, which often sabotages team members' ability to plan or achieve long-term goals. Then we have the micromanager bad boss. Overly involved, critical in controlling everything, incessantly prescribing work that needs to be accomplished at a certain time and specific instructions, just trying to get their nose in on everything and then following the micromanager bad boss. Then we have the blamer, a professional narc. The blamer is allergic to accountability and routinely places the burden of responsibility on others for faults or anything that goes wrong. The blamer. These are the 10 types of bad bosses. Then we have the coercer, a bully boss who puts the dick in dictator. This type uses power to control and coerce their team, expecting strict allegiance while offering zero autonomy. The coercer. So, folks, on this Monday morning, as you're getting ready to head back to work,
I think you've named probably one of everybody's kind of bosses.
Oh, absolutely.
have I described your boss on the 10 types of terrible bosses?
Yeah, a lot of terrible bosses out there.
Yeah, there we go. All right, it is 7:21 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, it's over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. We are loaded. We have a lot of content. An hour and 20 minutes. That's a lot of crap. And it's next on the MJ Morning Show. Please stand by. Hey, hurry up. Before this expires, you have the bulk of this week. It's going to stop on Thursday. You have until Thursday to go test drive a Genesis. No purchase necessary. Zero obligation. All you have to do is go test drive and check out a Genesis car or SUV at Genesis of Tampa, and you will be registered to win a free cruise. This is going to be on the Utopia of the Seas, June 12, 13, 14, 15. Leaves out of Port Canaveral. This is $1,000 a person, so it's a cruise for two. And all you have to do is test drive a great Genesis at the brand new Genesis of Tampa. Yeah, hey, the good news is that Tampa and Hillsborough County now has a Genesis store. And if you're in another county, you get to come over to Tampa now and score your best deal for a Genesis car or SUV. And now through Thursday, folks, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this week, go to Genesis of Tampa, just test drive a Genesis and sign up to win the free cruise, and it could be yours. And I'll tell you what, the price is right because it's free. Simple as that. Genesis of Tampa at $275 in Bears. It's Bears and Nebraska, and tell them that MJ sent you. Hey, hurry up before the expiration of the great offer from Banco Doors. Couple of things at play here. So we've got a couple of days left in April. Number one, $250 off a double premium series or above garage door from Clopay and Banco. So Clopay, unbelievable line of phenomenal garage doors. If you're looking to increase the curb appeal of your house, you want to go to a hurricane-rated door before hurricane season, door is damaged, it's dented, whatever. Get yourself a new garage door, and on these qualifying doors, $250 off. Also, the spring tune-up. Get a 10-point inspection. This is preventive maintenance on your garage door in time for hurricane season. If you need those new weather seals installed, 20% off right now. Those seals around the garage door, they get brittle. They get worn out in the sun. So you can get new seals installed, 20% off right now. It's all Banco. Spring breaks, you call Banco. Anything garage door related, bank on Banco, bancodoors.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. It is something we don't want to think about, but it could happen, and I think that odds are increasing every single day in the Tampa Bay area, and that is a complete clod clown rear-ending you, running a red light, giving you a nice T-bone job. You know what? The only T-bone fester I want is at a steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's
good. Hey, your wife, Allison, she didn't get T-boned, but she got rear-ended by some kind of a country fleeing Uber driver in down. Seriously.
Yeah, he's gone.
So Fester's wife was rear-ended by an Uber driver in downtown Tampa, over $7,000 in damage. Her back was jacked, her neck was tweaked, and then the Uber driver flees the country. Well, listen, Uber's on the line, obviously, but the Chimp Law Group is handling the whole case. Folks, that is why if you're in a car wreck, it's the Chimp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Chimp Law and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on. Hour 20 minutes, nonstop MJ. Next.
Heavy volume on I-4 West.
And it starts right now. Over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. You know what I thought I'd do? I thought we'd grab a couple of calls on the whole BTS situation. Any aspect. So BTS, by the way, thank you for sending me that little image. A lot of people seem to like. If you haven't seen it, Fester doctored up me as the lead guy in BTS. I don't know much about BTS. Is there a lead guy? Because I'm kind of front and center, and then the other BTS guys are behind me and to my side.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen me, MJ, as BTS MJ, the image is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio on my IG, and a lot of people seem to like what Fester did and sent me, and I posted it right away.
I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, you are.
I just want to entertain the folks.
I am BTS MJ, and BTS MJ invades Tampa. Of course, I did my first show on Saturday night.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you very much. Then the second show was last night. Going to take a little break today. Kind of maybe take a tour of Ybor.
Yeah, what are they doing today?
I don't know. What is BTS? What are they doing today?
Going to Disney.
Yeah. Oh, no, Busch Gardens would be closer. Busch Gardens.
But they can take the day.
And then I guess BTS, they do the final third show on Tuesday night, tomorrow night. Now, here's the question. Did you go? Couple of things that I saw, which I'll mention in a second. Any BTS observations? It could be from traffic issues on Dale Mabry. It could be from getting in and out of the concert. Any observations? if you would like to discuss BTS and the Tampa invasion for 3 sold-out shows, although, I had someone send me a screenshot that resale prices were actually dropping significantly.
Plummeting.
Yeah. So, maybe you can, if you want to call about that. So anything BTS related, and I'm going to bring up a couple of things that were called to my attention. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. How you get in any aspect of the BTS thing. And I'm about to bring up a couple of things. And this might also spur some people and people's need to call in or opine on what I'm about to talk about. First of all, the merchandise prices. So I had a couple of people send me pictures of the merch tents, the merch setups at Ray J, and the prices were unbelievable.
How much were they? It was like just the T-shirts, and jackets, and hats.
Apparently, the T-shirts were like $60 for a regular standard T-shirt, like $60. Then people sent me an image of a hoodie, just like a regular hoodie, $220 for a hoodie.
Oh.
Michelle, do you have any thoughts on the merch? I mean, it seems like some of the prices for the BTS merch a little bit excessive.
It sounds like it's expensive.
I mean, the quality doesn't. I mean, it's.
Listen,
concert shirts always suck.
I mean, the pricing is ridiculous. You're looking at a shirt that maybe costs them $4 to $5 to make. And, they're selling some of these concert shirts $30, $40, $50, $60 for a T-shirt. But, Michelle, you've got some hoodie probably made in China for $220. Who's going to shell out $220 for a hoodie? But apparently,
let me tell you who did.
Hang on a minute. Listen to this. I got reports that all the merch sold out.
Sold out.
Like everything was sold out. At least on the Saturday night show, all the merch sold out.
Plenty of people are paying the money for the merch.
God. All right. Any thoughts on BTS? Did you go? Did you drop your kids off? Did you get sucked in? Did you have to take out a second mortgage on your house to buy merchandise for BTS? Any traffic woes? Oh, you know what I'm also hearing?
What?
I'll tell you in a sec. 800-990-1047. So if you have any thoughts, any observations, any angle, listen, there's going to be stuff regarding BTS that I haven't even thought of or I don't even know about. So if you've got anything to share, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. Now, the question I also have is, what percentage of people going to BTS for these 3 shows, Saturday night, last night, and then again on Tuesday night, what percentage are locals versus people just rolling in from out of town?
Especially for the Saturday night show, the biggest report I saw, not how the concert was. I have no idea how the concert itself was. The parking debacle, the absolute spit show afterwards.
What do you know about that?
So many of the fans are not only not from the Tampa Bay area,
right,
either came up from Miami or anywhere in the Southeast, anywhere in the country. They're from around the world. This is a worldwide destination because this is the first big concert.
This is the first in the U.S. They just came from shows in Tokyo and Korea, South Korea.
And then Tampa.
And then right to Tampa. So we've got the first 3 shows of North America.
So a lot of a lot of fans are coming from Europe. A lot of they're coming from Canada. They're coming from around the world. They're coming from Central America, from South America to see BTS. So this is a destination concert. Right. They have no idea how to navigate Tampa. When 65,000 people are just let loose, this town does not have a rail system.
No.
This town does not have a functioning bus system.
It's interesting that you bring that up.
This town does not have an organized way to move people anywhere.
Michelle, you found this on Reddit, correct?
Right.
All right, folks, if you have any observations, Andrew's screening calls, grab calls in a second, 800-990-1047. We've got one more night of this BTS thing, and it'll be tomorrow night, Tuesday night at Ray J. So as Andrew screens, listen to this. This was on Tampa Reddit regarding getting out of Ray J on Saturday night. The absolute bleep show, S show, at Ray J last night. No buses, no trains, nowhere to walk from the stadium. Just 65,000 people waiting for their ride or trying to drive out. The concert ended around 10:40 p.m. I managed to get picked up by 12 a.m., judging by the size of the crowd at the pickup area, which was still growing. I would not be surprised if people were still waiting at 2 a.m. Is this normal for Tampa? So this is clearly an out-of-towner that's posting this.
Yeah, it's kind of normal because a large portion of the people who went to this concert Ubered to the concert. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a car. They didn't rent a car. They flew in. They Ubered to their hotel. They walk downtown. They go to Ybor. They do what they got to do. There's a reasonable transportation system in the downtown area. And then they go to take a ride to the concert. Getting out, there's this large mass of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to a concert where you've seen it.
Now,
it's over like by the bridge to Steinbrenner Field.
Exactly. So I've heard this is not the only show. The Taylor Swift thing. Remember we had stories about the Taylor Swift debacle when you pack that place. But it seems that we're hearing it more with concerts than just like a regular jammed up Bucks game, let's say.
I think for Bucks games or USF games, the people are fairly local. Most people drive in their car.
Right.
You know, or they utilize the parking.
But the merch prices, I'm sorry, that seems like freaking robbery. $220 for a BTS hoodie?
Everything you buy at a stadium is a robbery. From the $14 sodas
I get
to
it.
the
And they're sold out.
Yeah.
But you know what you can do? I discovered this online when I was looking for it. You could have pre-ordered your merchandise. And so these shows have already happened. Tuesday's not available for pre-order. But if you're going to the next show, like in El Paso and somewhere out Las Vegas, you can actually order the merchandise, and then they give you a pickup time to pick it up. So, you know, I guess a lot of people did the pre-order. If you did your research beforehand, you would know to either do the pre-order or show up whatever day it was we were talking about, the tents already being there. Was it Thursday or Friday?
And Andrew says that the calls we're getting are just reiterating what I just said.
Yeah.
So I don't think I need to.
I think that's the biggest complaint is the transportation.
Yeah.
That's what I read. And people were, railing against the person who was like, no trains. And it's like, okay, we're Tampa. We don't have trains.
We don't have any kind of rail system.
Right. Last night, Michelle was in the backyard and she's like, hey, she calls, I'm inside. And Michelle's like, hey, there's a blimp flying over the house. I mean, yeah. It's the BTS blimp. Was it a branded blimp? Was it?
I couldn't see. It was a little too far away from mine.
This was the Goodyear blimp.
No, it was the Blockbuster video blimp.
Remember that?
Yes.
The Blockbuster video blimp.
All right, so there's a Goodyear blimp that's been photographed over town. Oh, I saw it on I-4.
Yeah, listen, if we have Monday Night Football or some big deal, then the blimp is typically here as well.
Where's the blimp today? Is it going to fly over tomorrow's concert? And can I get a ride?
Yeah, exactly. Or, you know what? We've got another blimp. It's Fester.
Yeah.
It's the Fester blimp.
I move about the same pace.
Oh, man. All right. These dopey kids and the social media video creation. My God. Have you seen the latest?
What is it?
You got 2 kids that drove a riding mower through the front doors of Target up in Ocala. Dude, they damaged the door.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Dude, the guy rams it's like a Toro red right. You haven't seen the video yet, have you?
I have not, no.
All right, how many times, last week alone, how many times did we talk about these idiot social media video creators getting into trouble?
428.
It wasn't that many.
Okay,
I think it was like maybe 4 times last week. But we've talked about this incessantly. And the latest are 2 individuals, 2 teens, have been busted. Ocala arrested on Saturday, and you got to hear the audio. It's exactly what you think. And they're laughing. So you've got the one teen on the riding mower, and he's dressed like some kind of farmer. He's got like overalls on, and I think he had a straw hat on, and literally
really playing up the stereotype there.
Pulls into the Target. He's got no shirt on and like farmer overalls and a big like straw Panama hat type thing on, and drives right through the front door at Target in Ocala and smashes into the door. So the sliding door, like it looks like it came off the track. They left all kinds of marks on the door because he rammed into the door, and then has to like jockey around to try to squeeze the lawnmower through the front door.
It was like a zero-turn mower.
We have I think is it a Toro?
I don't know.
I think it was a Toro.
He's driving too fast.
Yeah. So 2 teens were arrested on Saturday after the video was released of one of the individuals driving the lawnmower inside Target. This is according to the Ocala Police Department. 18-year-old Janik Sezkaradek showed up at the Target store on Southwest College Road in Ocala, unloaded a lawnmower from a trailer, and drove it through the doors of the store, damaging the doors as he drove through, while 18-year-old Luke Charsk recorded the video for social media. The last thing you'd expect to see inside Target is a lawnmower coming through the front door, said a witness, Vanessa Scarlett.
Is that really the last thing, Vanessa?
Vanessa Scarlett said that she was inside the store when she began recording the incident as it unfolded. He actually drove straight into the door first and shattered it. I mean, we're talking thousands in damage for this stupid little stunt. Oh, yeah, hey, this is a great idea. Let's bring a trailer to the Target parking lot, unload a riding mower, and drive it right through the front doors of Target. You video it. Hey, we'll put it up on social media. We'll put it on the TikTok. We'll put it on the IG, and we're going to get tons of views. The views they had were from behind bars.
So did they never get to load it onto their YouTube stream?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
No, well, we're looking at the video now, but
yeah, you're right.
You know, if you want to hear the video?
I do. I have a news report here where they talk to witnesses who were just so surprised as they're shopping through the Target. Here, put my computer audio up.
Hang on, I'm trying to find the audio.
I got audio here.
Yeah, you got it.
Here we go. Ready?
Hang on, right column what? Oh, here we go. I got it. All right, here we go. Listen to it. And you hear like the one videoing it is like laughing, like a little girl. Like, I mean, this is inside the Target. Now, I don't know if the blade was going underneath or if they took the blade off the riding mower. But again, these idiots that will do the dumbest things in order to get a social media video and their dream of, 5 million views, 10 million views. Yeah, was it worth getting arrested? Was it worth having to fork over probably thousands in damage to the front door that you shattered? I mean, you knocked off the track and you damaged?
Still.
They were charged with both of them, both the guy dressed as the farmer on the riding mower and then the guy videoing it. Both were charged with disorderly conduct.
I mean, Target does have a lawn and garden section.
Charsk was charged as a principal to disorderly conduct for his role in recording the stunt.
Did they run over?
Hold on. It sounds like the guy recording it is charged higher than the guy driving the mower. Why would that be?
How's that for a turn of events?
Well, because they said that he was the principal to disorderly conduct in recording the stunt. I would think the guy on the actual mower that crashed into the door and drove it through right up the opening center aisle of Target, that that he would be. That's really the more dangerous part.
You welcome to Marion County Justice.
Well, that's where they are right now.
You could ride a mower through a store, but you can't record it.
Yeah, so cops in Ocala said it began as a social media stunt, resulting in property damage, arrests, and criminal charges.
Did they run over any stuffed animals or anything?
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, a spokesperson for the Ocala Police Department said these actions endangered people, caused property damage. They are crimes, not harmless videos. Think before you record. It's not worth an arrest and a criminal charge. To get some views, to get some clicks, to get some comments, to get some likes. Yeah, that's great. Idiots in Ocala.
We give this video a thumbs down. Ha! We showed you.
So, Michelle, are you going to now heed this warning about not putting packages on your kitchen table?
No, are you going to heed the warning? I'm not the one who does that.
I don't put packages on our kitchen table. Well, first of all, I'm going to explain in just a matter of seconds exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But why would it be just your kitchen table?
No, I think that's just where people think that's where you come in from, carrying stuff, and a lot of times
First
the kitchen
place it
table
goes is
is
the kitchen
the
table.
collection of stuff.
But
You
I'm
walk
just
in the
saying-
house, you turn left, there's the kitchen table, you put your stuff down.
What I'm saying, though, is you could introduce this to any part of your house, and you don't want this anywhere. So what am I talking about? All right? Have you figured out where this is heading?
I think so.
Where do you think? What do you think it is?
Is this going to be like a story about fecal matter on the packages?
No, it's no. You got to go to the fecal matter.
Well, it could be something germy, like, these packages go through the whole mailing process. They come from probably some third world country half the time.
We're 104.7 FM.
Yeah.
Fecal matter.
That's
FM.
what it stands for.
Yeah, 104.7 fecal matter.
We're very high on the dial. That means we're really full of it.
Fecal matter coming out of your speakers right now with the MJ Morning Show. No, it's packages that might be transportation for insects and roaches and that kind of. So Michelle found an item about do not bring packages to your house and put them on your kitchen table.
This is paranoia. I mean, like that corrugated cardboard. Isn't that like the perfect housing for like roach eggs?
Yeah, I think they like that. It's like a roach motel or hostel, or it's like a bed and breakfast. It's a roach Airbnb.
It's like a Carnival cruise line for the roaches. It brings it right to this new destination.
It sure is.
So the story that Michelle gave me, you should never open delivery packages on your kitchen table because the boxes often serve as places for pests to hitch a ride from warehouses. You know what? We've had some bugs in the house. We're like, where the hell did this come from? And Michelle, we're pretty sure that some of the insects that did get introduced to our house over the years probably did hitch a ride.
Oh, absolutely.
On a package, came in on a box or whatever from a warehouse. So heads up, folks. They say don't put it on your kitchen table. You know what? I'll tell you, you need a fumigation tent in your yard.
Yes.
That every single package that arrives via UPS or FedEx or USPS, you know what? You got to put it in a fumigation tent. Like one of those outbreak movies.
Yes, everything goes in the tent.
Yeah.
You fumigate it.
You got to put on a yellow outfit with the whole head mask set up and the respirator, and you got to fumigate all boxes before you bring them into the house to get rid of any roaches, roach eggs, or other silverfish. Those, pesky things. Earwigs.
Or you have the Orkin man come by your house every day at 2 o'clock.
To spray your packages.
That's it.
Just spray packages on the front porch. Just spray it all.
Have a standing appointment Monday through Friday with Orkin.
Michelle, we got some very sad news speaking of packages.
What's that?
UPS Bobby.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we got bad news.
Is he okay?
UPS Bobby. He's gone.
Hold on. What happened to him?
UPS Bobby.
He get a new route?
Yes.
Oh.
No, he didn't die or anything.
Oh, but
Yeah. We have the best UPS driver in South Tampa in our neighborhood, Bobby. Jacked up Bobby. I mean, this guy is a fitness buff. clearly this guy works out a lot.
I hate guys like that. Sounds like a great guy. I mean, you've had him for a long time. Has it been 15 years?
What? Because
I think MJ's a little jealous of his physique.
Because you're Dear Flabby?
Listen.
Dear Flabby, dear Flabby, is he rude or not? Dear Flabby, when you want fat advice.
Yeah, I can picture the next one. Dear Flabby, my gorgeous UPS delivery man is no longer serving our community and my wife is distraught.
Yeah. Truly.
UPS Bobby is changing routes. I guess he bid another route to get an earlier start every day. And
so he got away from you.
I got a text from Bobby. Hey, man, just want to let you know that Friday is going to be my last day. I'm changing routes. I'm like, son of a... I mean,
Notice he gave you no notice, right?
No.
Like
I don't think it was last Friday. I think it's this coming Friday.
He gave you a very short window.
So,
That sucks because I lost my mailman.
Oh.
We had mailman Nick, who was and is great.
Yeah.
And he's probably in the twilight of his career. He's like the last 3 or 4 years before retirement. And he's like, hey, I'm glad I got to see you today. I'm like, I'm glad I got to see you too, mailman Nick. And he's like, yeah, today's my last day on this route.
We're losing UPS Bobby.
That sucks.
Yeah. He just wanted to say goodbye.
We should have a going away party for him.
Yeah. We should.
You should play the Boys to Men song. How do I say goodbye?
A guy named Jason is getting the route.
Jason.
Yeah. So
Jason sounds like a schmuck. I tell you what. Punk ass Jason.
So we're losing Bobby, our UPS guy, for many, many years, the best, and we're getting Jason. But Bobby said Jason's a cool guy.
Yeah,
all
sure.
right.
And you guys will do. He says you guys will do good. All right. So hopefully new UP. But it's like almost like a death in the family.
It is.
I'm losing. Hey, our mail guy is great too. Our mail guy is JR's our mail guy. Our USPS guy is JR. Great. UPS Bobby is gone, but Jason's. I mean, it's like I'm losing a friend.
It's like a close neighbor moving because they're not, not dead unless but they're just move. You're not going to see them anymore,
right?
On your regular, routine. They're still out there, but yeah, man, that sucks. It's like losing a good neighbor.
So
and then Jason moves in.
I was disturbed. I was upset when I heard that UPS Bobby was leaving.
What if like Jason does something that just drives you crazy?
Oh,
like he has like an annoying laugh or something, and he always wants to be chatty. Yeah, and he's like a ha 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 or something like that, and you're like, oh my God, I hate this guy. Yeah, I mean, relationships go sideways quick over sometimes fickle things. Good luck with UPS Jason. Doesn't have quite the same ring to it, if you ask me.
All right, can I make an observation about the huge story out of Washington, D.C. on Saturday night?
What happened? It's pretty quiet up in the Capitol.
Are you serious?
I mean, it was quiet after they canceled the dinner.
Okay, so the White House Correspondents' Dinner from the White House Press Association.
Everybody had an angle on it. All the people in the audience, phones out. Did you see the video of the one old dude sitting in his seat just eating his mashed potatoes?
There are a couple of... Okay.
That was the best. I don't know who is that guy. I want to work for him.
All right, listen, I'm not going to dwell on certain aspects. You know the news story by now. This maniac from California, 31-year-old dude, like a teacher, that won like a teacher award for like December of 2024. This 31-year-old, like a PhD, I think he's got a grad student PhD, 31-year-old dude gets on a train from California all the way to D.C. Takes a train from California to Chicago, then Chicago to D.C. He took a train because he didn't want to fly with guns.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, first of all, you're not going to get through the airport security, but you can check guns in many cases. So the guy took a train. And, I mean, this is maniacal. And even he checked into the hotel the day before as a guest.
I mean, this guy had a plan.
So he did.
The Washington Hilton had like 1,000 rooms, I heard somebody say.
Oh, it's a huge hotel.
Yeah.
Listen, that's the hotel where Reagan, remember Reagan was shot outside of the same freaking hotel in, what was that, March of 81?
81, like right after he got inaugurated.
Yeah, like 2 months after he was inaugurated, John Hinckley trying to impress Jodie Foster, shot Ronald Reagan. Same damn hotel.
John Hinckley read that one wrong.
Yeah. So he checks into the hotel. That was his plan. Is, hey, I'm going to be inside the hotel. There was no security when he checked in. No one was screening bags when you check into the hotel. He was a registered guest and then he was already inside the perimeter. And then this dude tries to run through the magnetometer. Well, he did. Did you see how like a bolt of lightning, he ran past agents, bolted right. They need better security, they need like a
maze,
a snake line or a maze or a serpentine line to prevent someone from just running through. But these are not the big observations I want to make on this maniac. Couple of things. First of all, when the shooting occurred outside, so he never got into the ballroom.
No.
But he was targeting administration officials and the president. He said he was going to go after the lowest ranking to the highest ranking, is apparently what he said. Then he's got this whole manifesto that apparently he sent to his family. And I'm not going to go over anything in the manifesto, but a couple of other observations. So a Secret Service agent in the hallway outside of the ballroom, Secret Service agent was shot. And he had a bulletproof vest on, but also apparently in the front of his vest, he had his cell phone. So there are multiple reports that the bullet went through his cell phone and was also stopped by the bulletproof vest. So I don't know if he was not wearing a bulletproof vest. I don't know if the cell phone would have done the job.
Yeah, right.
All right?
Right. Yeah.
But we're hearing the Secret Service agent was taken to the hospital. He was already released, so thank God the Secret Service agent's okay. So bulletproof vest and a cell phone took the bullet. The other observations. Fester, you just brought up number one. This whole event, people are climbing under tables, and there was some old dude sitting at a table. He's just eating like nothing's going on. Like, what's going on? My hearing aids are turned down. I can't. What? This old, what would you say? He's about 75?
He was a white-haired man.
Some older guy. Everyone is running. They're climbing under their tables, and this dude is just sitting there just eating dinner.
Dude, this guy knew what time it was. By the time Secret Service says, get out, he knows there's no chance of any more threat. The threat is, they were yelling clear. The president was off the stage seconds, and they were yelling, clear, clear, clear.
I think he then moved on to other abandoned plates at other tables, taking the filet mignon.
I saw one person.
Hang on, that's number two.
Okay.
Don't rush into it.
All right.
This is the biggie. There is video. Tell me if this is what you're thinking about. There is, other than the guy just sitting there continuing eating dinner during the big White House correspondence debacle, there were multiple people that were seen grabbing wine and champagne bottles off of tables. Is that what you were going to say? Is that what
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, you have something else.
No, I was just saying how I saw one of the reporters or people who were there at the dinner saying, I was eating my salad, and then they come busting in and saying, everybody get down, and I was eating my and I was talking about how people were mid-meal, and it seemed pretty early in the event.
Right.
The president hadn't spoken yet, and if you want to hear something weird, the White House press secretary is Caroline Leavitt. Do you know what she said? Because the president this is the first time that Trump was going to this White House correspondents' dinner. He had not gone to any of the previous ones.
Yeah, I'm of the impression that these two words should not be used in any context regarding the president.
So the president apparently had a speech prepared, and he was just going to go after the press, right? Listen to what the White House press secretary said prior to the event.
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight.
Oh, my God!
Yeah,
Holy frig! Shots will be fired. Oh, my God. Anyway, back over to the people. The people were caught on video grabbing. There's one woman. She's got champagne. She's got wine bottles.
So as soon as he was down,
Who is this lady?
I don't know, but there was a point. There must have been some point in the evening where the lights turn on, and the threat has been neutralized.
Yeah.
And now all these people in ball gowns are just standing around. Right?
Oh.
There was no evacuation plan for the people in the audience.
Right.
The president got off stage. The vice president got off stage. I saw like a couple of high-ranking officials getting shuffled out.
So,
but if you're just like there from Politico, they don't care about you.
So I read that it was $350 plus a plate.
I would love to go to the Washington Correspondents'
that they
Center.
paid for. So to attend, you pay $350, and the tables had champagne and wine bottles, red wine, white wine, also bubbly on the table, and there are multiple people that are seen just grabbing stuff.
I'm taking everything, dude.
Got some. All right, we had a shooting. Now I'm going to get some roadies.
Dude,
Okay, I'm going to get some roadies for the ride home.
do you understand how valuable that bottle of wine is now become? I mean, it was actually at the dinner that was canceled because of this maniac. So I saw the president give I didn't know it happened right away. I guess I saw it like maybe a half an hour later. I was flipping through channels and I see the president standing behind the podium in a tuxedo. And he's giving his press conference on Saturday night, and he kind of lent into I'm going to taper back my speech. I'm not going to be as cutting. When they do it again, hopefully in a month or 6 weeks, he's going to dial it back a little bit. But he was ready to unload on the media. This was his opportunity to have the stage in front of him.
Apparently, the Secret Service shoved Wolf Blitzer to the ground from CNN. Because Wolf Blitzer was in the lobby area where it all went down, and Wolf was like feet away, and as gunshots were being fired, some Secret Service agent tackled Wolf Blitzer and his beard to the ground.
He's an old man, right? He's got to be 70-something?
75, 77?
Poor old guy.
Yeah. He could have broken a hip.
When he was giving that account on, was it Saturday after we were watching it?
Yeah.
I mean, he looked really terrified. I mean, he was like, they threw me to the ground to protect me, and I thought they were for me. I mean, I'm like, oh my gosh, Wolf, it's okay. You're safe.
Hey, let me do the Cash Kitty quickly. Yeah, this hour's word is crown. Yeah, the word is crown. Text the word crown nationwide to 45911 before 825. Should be 815 for a shot at $1,000. What? Now it's 825?
825?
Now it says on Friday it was 815. Now it's 825?
So what's the time?
So hold on. What time is it? 8:15 or 8:25? All right.
825.
Yeah. Just text the word crown right now to 45911 nationwide for a shot at $1,000, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. The Cash Kitty. Right now, your chance to win $1,000. Then again at 10 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. So right after the show at 10, there's another chance for the Cash Kitty. So good luck. Now, before I move on from this dude, this 31-year-old Cole Allen of Torrance, California.
He has like three names, like three first names.
He's got the middle name. I don't like why is it when someone's like a serial killer, you always got to use the middle name? I'm not using his middle name.
For distinction.
Anyway.
All the other Cole Allens, like Cole Allen the plumber,
What about Nat King Cole Allen? All right, so
Cole Thomas Allen.
So here's the deal. A LinkedIn profile for the guy describes him as a teacher at C2 Education. It's a tutoring and test prep company, and he was awarded Teacher of the Month in December of 2024. Yeah, this dude graduated from California Institute of Technology in 2017 with a Bachelor of Science and, I guess, mechanical engineering. Then I think he went on to get his PhD or master's. I mean, what a nut.
I don't know if the president knew this at the time, but he made reference in his initial press conference, and he talked for a good long time on Saturday night about these people possibly being brilliant, being geniuses, but just delusional.
I don't care where you are on the political spectrum. This should not happen to any president of the United States. whether it be a president you like or a president you don't like, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, this should never happen. And, luckily, nobody was killed and nobody was, seriously injured. And the Secret Service agent that was shot in the bulletproof vest and cell phone walked away, essentially. Unbelievable. Hey, do you remember the story a couple of weeks ago? Remember the doctor here in Florida that pulled out the wrong organ and killed the patient?
He was charged with...
Yeah. So Florida doctor who fatally removed the wrong organ.
He took out the liver instead of the spleen or something?
Yeah. Listen to this. He was arrested while driving for Lyft. What? A Florida doctor accused of removing the wrong organ from the patient and was recently arrested was working a shift for Lyft, the rideshare. What? Thomas Shaknovsky, 44 years old, who was arrested in Miramar Beach, Florida, on charges of second-degree manslaughter while carting around two customers in his silver Mitsubishi. What? An officer with the Walton County Sheriff's Office, this is up in the Panhandle, hauled Shaknovsky out of his car and handcuffed him while pressing the suspect against the back driver's side window where one of his stunned passengers in the back was sitting. According to the police body camera footage that local media and national media have since gotten. So the dude goes from a doctor performing surgery, and next thing you know, he's like not working as a doctor anymore because of what happened, and he's making money by driving for Lyft.
Hey, man, you got to make ends meet.
I guess, listen, driving Uber, Lyft, I mean, It's a noble profession. I've met some great people doing that.
If you can make a couple $100 a day, that goes a long way.
It's just it's a contrast that, here you're doing surgeries, and after you can't perform surgeries, then the guy was arrested driving for Lyft. Yeah, once Shaknovsky was in the patrol car, the officers then, I guess, dealt with the two passengers that were in the car. Guess what? Your ride is not going to continue.
Did the cops give him a lift?
Your Lyft ride has just been terminated.
The cops put people in the back seat all the time. They couldn't drop these people off at their destination?
So they explained that Shaknovsky was their Lyft driver and had picked them up at their hotel. These are the passengers. So the cops are like, hey, what are you doing in the back of the car? Oh, that's our Lyft driver. So they said that when the officers rushed toward the car, they had their guns drawn. They thought they were being robbed.
Oh, my gosh.
They scared the crap out of us, said one of the passengers.
That's the quote.
The other rider said jokingly, we're not using Lyft again. From now on, we're going to use Uber. By the way, most Uber and Lyft drivers, they bounce back and forth. They go back and forth. This is nuts.
Yeah, but how was his ranking on Lyft?
So listen to you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Shaknovsky had been driving for Lyft for more than a year and maintained a 5-star rating before he was arrested. What? Yeah, according to a screenshot of his profile shared with local media outlets, the account was listed under his middle name, Jacob. A rep for Lyft told the outlet that Shaknovsky was removed from the platform once the company was made aware of his arrest. And he faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted of removing 70-year-old William Bryan's liver instead of his spleen during the surgery, which actually occurred in August of 2024. It was a laparoscopic procedure, a splenectomy. And the dude didn't make it.
You took out a liver, you're going to die.
Died in the operating room. Unbelievable. And his medical license was revoked. They canceled his medical license here in Florida. And he started driving for Lyft. And then once they decided to charge him, he was actually arrested with 2 passengers in the back seat of the Lyft.
Oh, come on. You couldn't arrest a guy at his house. They knew he was driving for Lyft.
I don't think they knew.
They knew.
I don't think they knew who was in the back. I don't think the cops knew that. They knew what vehicle they were looking for. They knew the license plate, and they made the arrest. That is nuts. What a oh, you want to hear about the worst girlfriend ever? You think that you've had a couple of bad relationships along the way. Yeah, Michelle and I, we're married, 32 years now? I think Michelle still thinks I'm a bad relationship partner.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're right.
So,
I think you speak that into existence.
Yeah. All right. So this is the worst. You think you've had some bad on and off again relationships, or you think you've had a bad boyfriend, bad girlfriend? Check this out. A woman on Long Island threw dynamite at her sleeping boyfriend. He then goes, oh my God, grabs the dynamite to throw it, blows his hand off. Oh my, is that not nuts?
I mean, you got to get rid of the dynamite, right?
Dynamite!
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. We're not doing this story just so you can play J.J. Walker.
Dynamite!
Or more relevant and pertinent right now. There you go. Oh my God. This crazed woman is now facing up to 25 years behind bars for throwing a dynamite stick. And the story that I saw from New York media, it was homemade dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can learn how to make dynamite. I mean,
What was she have like what's that book called? The
Anarchist cookbook? I don't know what she had, but she had homemade dynamite, and his hand was blown off trying to grab it and throw it, and it went off. Man, this is the worst girlfriend ever. Kiana Waddell, 35, was found guilty on Friday last week. This happened in March of 2024, and they got into an argument. Yeah, the story said an explosive argument.
It was explosive, all right.
Thanks for the comedy there. Yeah, thanks for the explosion comedy. Yeah, and she had threatened to use dynamite against her then-boyfriend multiple times in the months leading up to the incident, but never did he expect that she was actually going to follow through, make a stick of dynamite, light the fuse, and then throw it on him while he was sleeping. He woke up, grabs the dynamite to chuck it away, and it, boom, blew his hand off. That is, that could be the worst. I mean, folks, you might have had some really toxic relationships. You might have had some explosive, bad relationships, but I don't know if it was literally as explosive as this one.
This is a bad one.
That's terrible.
I looked up homemade dynamite to follow along.
Dude,
with.
you're gonna get
no.
we're gonna get investigated.
No,
here.
we're not, dude.
Why'd you stop it?
Dude, it's a recipe. It's like Sloppy Joe's from Rhode
I
Island.
don't think it's like sloppy joes.
It's a regional.
What?
It's a regional recipe called dynamites, and they're like sandwiches made in Rhode Island. It's type in homemade dynamite, and it's dynamite recipes.
Oh, so not the explosive.
It's not no explosives. It's the name of a dish that's Rhode Island centric, like from Woonsocket.
Oh, Woonsocket.
It's a Woonsocket regional thing.
What's in it?
It's like ground beef and vegetables and like a tomato.
Oh, so it's just a
base.
sloppy Joe with a fancy,
it's
fun
like a
name.
spicy sloppy Joe. I call them dynamites.
Oh, spicy.
I'm just saying.
All right, let's make some.
It was the first thing that came up when I typed in homemade dynamite.
Man, what a nut job of a girlfriend she was. All right, I have a lady that is angry because
Like a listener?
Well, no, this is a traveler.
Okay.
This is a lady who is angry. She's pissed beyond belief. She's going on like a big social media tear. She's posted videos and everything because her checked-in bag was 1 pound over the limit. Now, Michelle, we've experienced this.
Sure.
We do not check bags very often.
Right.
When we check bags of the last, 5-10 years or whatever, it's been like if the kids were traveling to summer camp or to school.
Okay.
Right.
Where you have to check a bag. Like Michelle's got these duffels that are ridiculous. I mean, you can put a body in these things.
Yep.
Michelle's got a couple of duffels that are ridiculous. And, we fill them up when the kids, had to go to, Julian was at boarding school in Connecticut for, 4 years, and Chloe in college, and Julian. So we've had bags that we've brought to the airport, which we had actually weighed at home, and the airport scale was off for, because our little device, and I recommend this, if you do check bags, get yourself one of those bag scales. And it's like a little strap, and you put it on the handle of your bag, and you just lift it up, and then you get a digital readout of what the bag weighs. And it's cheap, right?
It's very inexpensive.
What do you pay for that thing?
I was maybe like $8.
Yeah,
I mean, it was cheap as hell.
I've seen them before. Yeah, you weigh them at home.
So if you check bags a lot, and if you've been dinged or you've been smacked or you tend to pack bags that are too heavy, get yourself a baggage weigher. Now, the typical weight, the maximum weight when you check a bag at the airport for most airlines is
50 pounds.
50 pounds. It's 50 pounds, 50 pounds. So this woman is all bent out of shape because she was hit with a $100 bag fee because, she was flying to Coachella out in California. And so listen to a couple of things that are at play here. So her bag was 51.01. So 1 pound over the 50. So a lot of times listen, we have had a bag that's been over by a pound or two. And if you get the right agent at the ticket agent at the counter,
that's okay.
They don't. They'll sometimes slap a heavy sticker on the thing. And that's happened to us a few times. But again, we check bags very, very infrequently.
So, have you ever done, or have you ever seen anybody do the luggage shuffle?
Oh, yeah.
Like you have one bag that's 42 pounds and one that's like 55 pounds.
You'll see it at the airport. You'll see people with their bags opened up on the floor at the ticket counter, and they're moving stuff around. That's the luggage shuffle.
That's been my wife a couple of times.
Really?
Too many shoes in one bag. And she always carries a light bag because she brings her own pillows. So but the shoes had to go in the pillows bag. And
Hold on, you're checking a bag with just pillows?
You don't understand.
That is ridiculous.
No,
that's
your parents do that.
Well, that's idiotic.
Allison has.
Right, Allison's idiotic, and so are my parents.
Listen, Allison has select pillows that she chooses to sleep with. Hotel pillows don't cut it. She's not a big fan of hotels in the first place.
You check a bag just for your pillows?
Just for pillows, yes.
I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
But the pillow bag is always light.
Just suck it up, Buttercup.
That bag comes in like at 25 pounds.
Deal with it.
But then the luggage bag comes in like at 60 pounds and we can't let this one pass. So she's shuffling stuff into the pillow bag right there as she's checking bags.
Every day I'm shuffling.
So, but I've seen that before. If you're 1 pound over, you can't reach in and grab a sweater and just put it on.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
This sounds like she's crying over sour. If I can't figure out how to absorb 1 pound out of my luggage.
So this woman was like, oh my God, can you believe this? I was hit with a $100 fee because I was 1 pound over.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Yeah. But apparently, so the woman shot a TikTok video. It's also on Instagram. So she's trying to shame the airline, shame the gate agent or the ticket counter agent. She says, I'm at the airport right now. I was checking my bag, and I know the rule is your bag must be 50 pounds or less. I am aware my bag was 51.01, 1 pound over, according to what she's being described as an influencer by the name of Amanda Gallant. And she shared the video, but then also says that the ticket counter agent also says, quote, you need to take something out because it's 1 pound over. Maybe you shouldn't bring so much stuff. Is that the...
It sounds like they've had a confrontation already.
Is that the job of the ticket counter agent where you're checking your bags to suggest that maybe you need to bring less stuff on your trip?
I don't think that was the ticket agent's first response.
I agree with bringing less stuff on your trip. I mean, it's all about less on the trip.
But listen, she's going to Coachella, and she needs a different outfit for every day.
I mean,
with
how many
different shoes, probably boots. Sometimes it gets muddy out there, so they have to bring their hunter boots.
So, picture the whole scenario. You're the gate agent, right? Woman walks up with this bag, 51 pounds. Ma'am, you have to take something out. I'm not taking anything out. No, ma'am. Listen, if you don't take this pound out, I have to charge you a baggage fee. I'm giving you an opportunity to. I'm not. I have no place to put.
And then what?
To shuffle.
You should absorb it. You should give it to me for free. Listen.
What if the gate agent? What if she did that?
They go back and forth 20 times. And then I could picture the gate agent out of frustration as well. Ma'am, maybe you shouldn't pack so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then the only thing she harps on is the gate agent saying maybe she shouldn't pack so much stuff.
Right.
I'm on the side of the gate agent. And there's this new wave of these embarrassment videos that are totally backfiring on the person shooting them.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, they're trying to shame an individual.
No.
And instead of like the person being shamed, it's backfiring. What's one you've seen?
There was one at the restaurant where like a woman wouldn't leave when the manager asked her to leave, or she didn't think she was getting seated properly. And then the manager was nothing but polite, but asked her to leave. And she's commenters,
trying to shame the person, but it's backfired.
The commenters are on her case. Hey, listen, you're the problem, lady.
Every day I'm shuffling.
That's a good song.
You know, I did a sweeper with that, right?
Did you?
You haven't heard this one?
I might have.
The MJ Morning Show is on.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Q105, 104.7 FM.
You haven't heard that one?
Okay.
That's a rejoiner after commercials.
I don't know them all.
Yeah. So, hey, suck it up, Buttercup. Take a freaking pound out of your bag.
Yeah, Buttercup.
Yeah, how about that?
Probably had a pound of butter.
Hey, do your kids have the Labubus? I think we talked about this a while ago, right?
My daughter was into them for a couple of minutes.
Oh, so it's already, the fad is past?
I think if one appeared, she'd be happy, but she doesn't like to look for it.
Yeah,
She's into the new thing now.
Listen to this. You ready for the latest Labubu scandal? We've got what's the new thing? Andrew wants to know.
We talked about them last week. The gooey dough balls.
Scrunchy things. The Neatos.
Neatos, yeah.
Neato, whatever.
She has me looking for the cell phone case now.
Great. All right, so Labubu, the Labubu dolls. Now news has broken that some Labubu dolls contain banned cotton from a region in China with forced labor. So your kid might have a Labubu with forced labor cotton.
Yeah.
A new investigation has found that some Labubu dolls contains cotton that's banned in the United States because it comes from a region for forced labor. An investigation commissioned last year by the Campaign for Uyghurs, which is a Washington, D.C.-based nonprofit, found samples from Labubu dolls contain cotton grown in Xinjiang.
Oh, no, not Xinjiang.
Despite a ban on imports from that region. So heads up, you might have forced slave labor Labubu filling.
Yeah. My wife will take it away from her with the hand that has her blood diamond on it.
Yeah, a couple of celebrity things of note. What did you just say? Your wife will.
My wife will take it away from
the kids
with the hand
that has her blood diamond.
I mean,
what's the matter with you?
Hold on.
What's wrong
why
with
are
you?
they coming after Labubus? Is this the only product that has this cotton? I mean, I'm sure it's in anything that comes out of China.
China.
Listen, there's a lot of forced labor in the world. I mean, I feel for you, but I don't know.
A couple of celebrity things. This made me laugh out loud. Jonah Hill claims that this big star, I guess, got so stoned with Jonah Hill that this big celebrity crapped her pants, pooped her pants.
It happens, dude. So
Jonah Hill reveals that he had a wild night out with Rihanna. This is like an old story that's just coming to light. So he was on a podcast recently, Jonah Hill, and talks about Rihanna pooped her pants after getting stoned with him.
No, I don't think that's the case.
No, hold on.
No, it's not Rihanna.
Rihanna's not the pooper.
Yeah, she's the pot provider.
She brought the pot to the party that was so cray-cray. His friends...
Yeah. I don't know where you're reading that she pooped her pants.
Here, I'm looking at the headline from People magazine, and it's
Oh, I screwed it up.
yeah, you did. You
yes.
made it.
Oh, I screwed it up.
Yeah, you made it.
Michelle, I thought Rihanna pooped her pants.
No.
Oh, never mind.
That would have been a story already.
It's not funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny anymore.
Oh, okay.
How did I conflated it.
Rihanna's-
How do you guys? How do I screw it up and you guys already know the story?
A lot of times we don't know what you're going to talk about next, but as
Yeah.
you bring it up, I look for clues to try to get myself up to speed to make my witty jokes as you go. And I type in Rihanna, or I typed in Jonah
man,
Hill.
I'm sorry.
Jonah
folks.
Hill
It's-
weed
I-
poop pants. And
All right, so I misread the story then. I thought it was Rihanna that pooped her pants after Jonah Hill provided the pot.
no, Rihanna's weed allegedly made Jonah Hill's friends
Oh, geez.
poop themselves on his birthday.
Right.
So it's his birthday. They're hanging out. In comes Rihanna.
Oh, it's not as good. It's not. I need Rihanna to poop her pants.
Listen.
This is not as good.
Listen.
This sucks.
I love Rihanna, and if she can make people poop their pants just by giving a couple of puff.
That's not good. I'm sorry.
That's great.
No, the story's just not as good. I needed Rihanna. Oh, Michelle's making notes now. I'm gonna get an earful.
Yeah, I don't think
How'd you screw up? It wasn't Rihanna that pooped her pants.
I think you're making a bigger deal out of it than it should be. When
Right.
there's still a great story here.
Right.
That
It's still pretty funny.
Rihanna brings the party.
Is there marijuana that is so potent it makes you lose control and poop your pants?
Apparently.
I think there's a level
All right,
of.
so hold on. Maybe I can salvage this bit.
I mean, I think there's a level of icky sticky where there's certain people you just don't want to get high around because they are such pros at getting high. Like the country and western song, I don't want to get high with Willie again because Willie brings the best weed to the party and you're sitting there just, face down.
Is that really a song?
You ever hear the story about the time Ted Webb got me high and we went to breakfast?
Stop it.
We do.
That's not true.
Dude, oh, no.
You
Dude,
don't do that.
After the show one day, Ted Webb, he's like, hey, you guys want to go to breakfast? Right? And and I'm like, sure, Ted.
Was that code?
I turned out to be code, right? And anyway, Froggy drives, and we went to that breakfast place. It's something else now, but it's on Himes, right?
Yes.
In the crosstown.
Now it's the Himes Breakfast House or something.
It was called something else.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was what was the name of that thing?
I forget.
Eggtastic.
Something.
No, it wasn't that.
But we go to that
Yes.
restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And Ted pulls out this big old joint, right? And we start passing it around the car, right?
No,
Me,
hot boxing in the
me
car.
and Froggy and Ted, right? And I'm like the amateur of all of us, right? And we sit in the booth, right? And I'm walking in like Frankenstein, like, And Ted, he's holding court. And I pass out in my eggs. The waitress comes around. He goes, well, what would you like for breakfast? I was like, I'll have eggs. And then Ted's like, he'll have them sunny side up, right? Because I couldn't answer the question. And then the 2 sunny side eggs come.
Yeah.
And I pass out in my eggs.
Stop
And
it.
Ted's sitting next to me and he puts his arm on my shoulder. He's like, you're going to have to excuse my friend. He's a lightweight. And I slept the whole breakfast.
It used to be called pot bellies.
Pot bellies. That
Yes.
was it. Yes.
I just did a Google search.
Pot bellies.
Pot bellies is now the Himes Breakfast House.
Dude, we call a place Pot Ted Webb's. Boy, he got us. And anyway, sometimes there's that friend who brings the stuff that you do not control your reaction.
All right, couple of things. This happened to me on Saturday morning. It happens every once. It's not common. It happens maybe once every couple of years. I woke up early. I woke up at 4:30. Michelle, you don't even know this. I didn't even tell you this. I woke up at 4:30 on Saturday morning and was going to the bathroom to get in the shower to get ready to do the show. Has that happened to you where it's the weekend, but you wake up and you're like, for a minute or so, you think that it's a work day and you're getting ready to go to work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to me on Saturday. I didn't even tell you this, but Saturday morning I woke up, I think it was like 4:35, 4:40. So it's very close to my wake-up time within a matter of minutes. I'm like, all righty. All right. And
Let's get up. Let's get started.
I walk into the bathroom and I take off my underwear, getting ready to start the shower up. And then it just kind of hit me. This is Saturday.
What day is today?
So I just walk, put my underwear back on, and walk back into the bedroom. I climb back into bed, and I think I slept another 2 hours till like 6:30, and I was wide awake at 6:30. So When's the last time that happened to you where it's the weekend and you wake up thinking that it's actually a weekday and it's time to go to work?
It's been a while, but man, you wake up, especially on Saturdays, the first day of the weekend, because I lose track of days. I know what day it is about half the time. A lot of times I have to check what day is today, and if it's Saturday and the alarm, and if I'm up frequently I wake up a couple minutes before my alarm, so that's not the weird part. And get up, start my day, and wait, hold on, I don't have to do it today.
Why are phones so sucky today? Phones are. It's like the phones are like not ringing today.
Well, hold on.
That's like last week. It's like whatever we were talking about, the phones were just cranking. I wasn't even asking for calls, and I was taking calls left and right.
Maybe.
All right, folks, can you test the phones? Are the phones even working? All right, do you have anything to say?
Has any calls been coming in?
Just say hello. 800-990-1047. I don't know if the phones are working. Maybe the phones are busted. 800-990-1047. Can you please, folks, test our phones right now and tell me if they're freaking working? And why aren't people calling the show today?
I think it's because of the way the show's laid out. We didn't have a big response to the BTS segment, but then you did the 10 bosses into a commercial break, so you didn't take calls on that.
I did not.
And then it's been a little bit of banter. Then we talk about the airline people and pulling guns at Target.
I don't know. I don't know if the phones are working today. Oh, no. Now every line's starting to ring.
All right, now you got to talk to people.
All the lines are ringing.
That's all right. Let's start talking to folks.
All right. So, but what is it? Is it a Monday? Do I need to pay attention? Do people not call as much on Monday?
No. I think certain topics we talk about generate different.
But it's just weird. I just haven't seen the phones ring much today. It's just bizarre.
We haven't had many open-ended segments.
Now every single line is ringing in the place. I got all 10 lines are ringing now.
Yeah, look at you all butthurt because people aren't calling you.
Well, listen, I didn't know whether the phones were busted.
Need for attention over here.
Hang on, I'll just start grabbing calls here.
Start talking to people.
Yeah. Mike in Tampa. Hang on a minute. Hey. Could I take line? Did Mike hang up? Hang on a minute.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Mike might have hung up.
Mike.
Hey, who's on line one?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Michelle.
All right, Michelle, I guess the phones are working.
They were ringing. I called just a second ago when you guys asked for just normal people to call.
Yeah.
And it rang busy, but now it came through just fine. So
okay, so
your phone ringing.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be some kind of an intermittent problem. I'm thinking.
Is the show any good today, Michelle?
I already hung up on her.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What's so rude? She
hi,
calls in.
Stro in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Stro.
Coming in loud and clear in Wesley Chapel.
All right, thank you. But no, I'm not worried about the signal. I'm worried. I didn't think the phones were working. I'm like,
MJ.
Yeah.
Can you say hi to my daughter Lily, 14 years old?
Yeah. Oh. Is Lily in the car right now?
Say hi, baby.
Hi.
Hey, Lily, how you doing? Is Dad taking you to school right now?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well,
all right.
Listen, only about a month left of school, right?
That's about it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, Lily, have a great day at school.
Hey, say no to drugs.
Say no to marijuana that makes you poop your pants.
Yeah, right, especially that stuff.
But not Rihanna's pants that were pooped. Yeah, all the phones are working now. Claire in Tampa. What is she on, 4? Hi, Claire. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hello.
All right, Claire, thank you for calling and thanks for testing out my phones. I was getting all paranoid over here.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to help you.
Well, thank you,
Claire.
Thank you. That's all I needed from you.
That's so nice.
Yeah, you did help me. You know what? You've made me feel much better, Claire. Thank you. How old are you,
Well,
Claire?
I'm happy to. I'm in my 20s.
Yeah, you sound young. You sound very young. But hey, Claire, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm old.
No, you're not old. All right, Claire in her 20s. Thank you, Claire. All right, David in Port Richey. A couple more, and I got to move on. Hi, David in Port Richey. Good morning.
Hey, everybody. Hey, MJ, I got a question for you on plane etiquette.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My wife took a flight yesterday.
Yep.
It was not a sold-out flight.
Yep.
She had the aisle seat, and a woman next to her had the middle seat, and the window seat was open. The lady did not move the entire flight.
That's weird.
That is weird. Yeah, if you're in the middle,
weird, right?
If you're in the middle and either the aisle or the window is open, yeah, you shift and you give the buffer space.
Exactly. Yeah, I just thought that was weird.
No, it was weird.
All right, guys, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Look at that. That's the content I'm looking for
That's
right
right there.
Look at that. All right. Keno, I've met you in numerous times at various events, and I always forget. How do you say your name?
Keno.
So I did have it kind of right. All right. So the phones are working.
Yeah,
Thank you. It's always great to hear from you, by the way.
Hey, no. I just called to say that it was a little boring today. That's why nobody's calling in.
Oh no! You think the show is boring today?
A little bit. I mean, you could have done a better job waking us up.
I could have done a better job. What?
Waking us up.
Michelle, you don't have to whisper. You can.
No,
say
because she was going to say
I
it. I
wanted
didn't
her
want
to
to talk
say it.
over her.
Yeah.
All right.
I was mouthing it to you so
man.
you would know what she was going to say.
I asked for calls, and now I'm getting critiqued that the show is boring
Yes, you
today.
are.
Careful what you wish for.
God,
We have to call in. We have to call in and stroke your ego, like Fester said.
All right, so wait a minute. So you think I suck today?
I mean, even Babe
No,
Ruth.
your show is actually pretty good. I just wanted to bust your butt chop.
Yeah. So, MJ, honestly, if we're going to really analyze it, we haven't asked a lot of open-ended segments. We've done
All right, fine.
all of our topics so far have had a beginning and a close, or we put them at before a commercial
All right,
break.
Keno, thanks for the call. Now I'm getting overwhelmed. All right, two more. Rebecca in Clearwater. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, I just wanted to say that this past weekend, I actually had a dream about you. It wasn't nothing gross. We were actually flying somewhere. I think you were going to see your parents, and you were sitting right next to me on the plane. And I thought maybe you would, because you're so big on social media, do a video and put me on social media, something weird,
Yeah.
But I end up waking up.
Oh, were we on Spirit by any chance, or was it an unknown airline?
Because you talk about it. Yeah, no, it was Spirit because you talk about it so much.
Yeah.
And you have in the last few weeks, I don't know, but for some reason, I don't know, I had a dream about it.
Do you
It was so
remember the
weird.
segment he did maybe a month and a half ago or a month ago where he was talking about a video he had of some guy and you were trying to figure out if you should post it or not?
Oh, yeah. the
And
guy-
you ended up
yeah.
not posting it?
Oh, I had the guy sitting next to me on 2 Spirit flights ago. Going to Fort Lauderdale, Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. I had a dude in the window seat. On that flight, I was stuck in the middle. So I usually get a window or an aisle on Spirit by playing my check-in game, but I got jacked. So I end up in the middle, and the dude was like he was totally over my armrest side. His leg was over encroaching. And I'm like, hey, dude, can I get a little space here? And the guy shot me a toot and called me a wacko.
Yeah, he said, you're a wacko.
He called me a wacko. His arm was over the. First of all, it's a rule. The middle seat person gets both armrests. That's a rule. That is a courtesy etiquette rule. I'm telling you, that's the way it should be. So this guy, his arm is over the armrest into my middle seat area. His leg was into my foot area. And I said, hey, dude, can you kind of tighten up a little bit and give me some space? And he said, you're a wacko.
You are.
And then I rolled video on the guy, and I wanted to post the video saying, does anyone know this douchebag? And I never posted the video. So maybe that got implanted, Rebecca, into your subconscious.
That's what it was. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't end up on his Instagram.
Oh, that's hysterical.
See?
Was I?
But you had a window seat in my dream, so it was pretty cool.
Gotcha. And was I pleasant on the flight? Was I nice to be next to?
Yeah, you were real nice. It was only probably a few minutes that I can remember, but I looked over and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's MJ.
Wow. So I'm invading Rebecca from Clearwater's dreams. Thank you, Rebecca. Hey, call me back.
Welcome. Have a good day, guys.
Call me back when you get a sexy one, okay?
Oh, God.
I hope I don't.
I know. Great.
Yeah, we all
Thanks.
hope you don't.
Thanks.
I hope you don't.
All right. Lorena in St. Pete.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
All right, here's our phone segment. Here's our phone segment today. Lorena on the MJ Morning Show, St. Pete. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the UPS drivers.
Yes.
I had a UPS driver for probably a dozen years. His name was Michael. I lived in Reddington Shores, and my father was a veteran and also had been a railroad man for many, many years, and he had a bad hip. So his way to exercise and have fun was to go out and shop for school supplies and treats and things for the kids at my school. And I worked at Madeira Beach Fundamental for almost 30 years. So he supplied treats for first grade, kindergarten, second grade, and so on for many, many years. I would get at least 2 big boxes a week from him. And it was just his way of doing things. Well, I got to know Michael over the years. We all had kids and things like that. When I was pregnant, he would bring the boxes in. And when my dad got sick, he lived in Toledo, Ohio, and he passed away. We went up there while he was in the hospital. And his wife, my stepmom, had 2 boxes already lined up and labeled ready to go to UPS. And, of course, my dad had packed them and filled them and labeled them. So my brother and I drove them to the UPS store, and we met the people that he saw twice a week or sometimes more. And as soon as we walked in and they saw the big egg crate boxes, they said, "Where's Charlie?" And we told them my dad had passed. So we sent our final boxes. They shared some fun memories. And then we wrote a note to Michael on the box, knowing that he would get those boxes. And he brought them to us, and he was heartbroken over it. He said, "Your dad was such a great guy." But we really got to have a great friendship over the years, and he was wonderful. And
yeah, I'm going to miss Bobby, our UPS driver in South Tampa, who bid a new route, and we're losing him after years. He was the best. So, hey, thanks for the story. I appreciate it.
But you know what? You think about the relationships you build without even realizing it with these people, and they mean something to you.
All right, one more. Bill and last call on this one. Bill and Brandon. Then the phones will go quiet for the rest of the day. Bill and Brandon, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, you know what? I don't think it's you guys being boring. I listen to you every morning, and I think it's really us callers. Like, I didn't feel like picking up the phone this morning.
Yeah.
And until you said something, I'm like, I'm still waking up. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
All right, so Monday Blas. I got to start tracking whether phones are lighter on a Monday. Listen, the MJ Morning Show is the #1 rated Nielsen radio ratings rated show in the market. I mean, we were #1 in February. The March ratings came out a week or so ago, and the MJ Morning Show #1 again for the month of March. We'll see what happens in April. But listen, with a #1 rated program, I'm like, why the phone's sucky this morning? And well, now the phones have all exploded when I made a point out of it. All right, moving on.
Maybe the listeners are like, "Just dance for me, monkey," and that's us. Just watch.
2 things.
Sure.
2 things that Michelle and I watched over the weekend.
All right.
Michelle says, "I want to watch the Japanese toilet movie."
What?
Exactly.
There's a movie about Japanese toilets?
Listen, we watched the cutest. I mean, I never thought that watching a guy clean toilets in Japan would hold my attention.
Right?
So how did you hear about the Japanese toilet movie?
It was, written up and it has great reviews. Like, I read a lot of movie.
And it's about 3 years old. I think it's from 2023.
What's it called?
Perfect Days. And there's not much dialogue in the movie. There's not there is dialogue,
it's
but
exactly the opposite kind of movie that we normally watch. You like ones that's like pow pow, guns blazing, and people dying, and getting dumped in a car, in the back of the car,
like Joe Pesci hitting him over the head with a shovel.
Yes, or stabbing someone in the neck with a pin or something. And this was actually the exact opposite. It was a very calm, serene,
like Maury's wig coming off
in
Goodfellas. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was just a very different movie for us to watch.
It was great.
Right. It was a good movie.
What was that streaming on?
Perfect Days. Did we buy it or was it? Oh, no, it was on Disney Plus, I think. It might have been on Disney Plus, Hulu. I don't know if we paid for that one. But Perfect Days. And it is just a cute, moving. I mean, again, I never thought watching this guy clean public toilets in Tokyo was.
Here's the thing. Whenever you ask me on a Friday, this is what he says. "Michelle, do you have a movie picked out for us tonight?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like 400 movies saved on my IMDb for the watch list. And I organize them in the ranking on IMDb so that I can give him some kind of a reason why we would want to watch it, read their synopsis or whatever. And this one is pretty high ranked. And every time I say to you on a Friday, I'm like, "Do you feel like reading for the movie?" And you're like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, then we'll skip that one and we'll go to something else that you don't have to read." And so, but this Friday, we were kind of like, trying to relax. We're getting a little early start. And I was like, do you think you can read for the movie tonight? And you were like, yeah. And I
Talking to me like I'm 3 years old.
it's a movie about cleaning toilets in Japan. And you were like, what? And I said, let's watch it.
So reverse that whole script. This sounds like something MJ would have requested. Give me a movie about a Japanese guy who cleans toilets for a living.
Yes.
See if you can pull that one out of your hat.
Right.
But Japanese guy cleans toilets. Go.
But
And you're like, no problem.
It's
Here's
not-
the movie.
it's
Perfect days.
Not what you think, but whatever you think, it's different than what you think. It just has, it's a layered, nuanced, it's just a touching story.
And it's interesting because, like you said, there's not a lot of dialogue, but you do empathize with the character, the main character in the story,
Well,
and you learn about him without him saying really anything.
The cassette nuance.
Right.
You've got the cassette nuance, the book nuance.
Right.
I mean, the Japanese drink vending machine nuance. I mean,
You love that one. You're like, there he goes. He's getting his boss coffee.
But is he like cleaning a toilet like, oh, this guy really destroyed this toilet. Oh, this guy, he got
too much maguro.
He got the runs. Oh. Or did you watch it in Japanese and had like
no, it's subtitles.
Subtitles.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
It's like
the dialogue's in Japanese, and there are English subtitles on the screen.
He's like, oh, and then the subtitles like, this guy pooped his brains out.
All right. Then the other thing that Michelle has us watch is a 15-minute short.
All right. About what?
So when Robert Davi was in the other day, right, he was talking about the movie he was doing and that it was with this guy who also wrote that movie Green Book. And so I was like just kind of
that was the 30-minute short.
Yes.
I'm talking about the 15-minute short.
Oh, that was on Saturday night.
So we watched two shorts over the weekend.
Right.
So the one with Robert Davi that he had brought up and Chaz Palminteri, there was a 30-minute short, 30-minute little blip
about
a mobster family, and it was called Unorganized Crime, and that was pretty good. I did enjoy that.
See, I balanced your night because I knew you would like. I knew at the end of the perfect days, even though you'd feel so peaceful, you'd be like, "Where are the guns? And where's the whatever chaotic crime happening?"
On Saturday night, we watched what?
I don't even remember now.
Yes, you do.
What?
On Saturday night, we watched.
Me, Earl, and a Dying Girl.
Yeah, Earl, and a Dying Girl.
Mm-hmm.
That was a movie, little movie. That was a good movie too.
Yeah.
Me and Earl and a Dying Girl. And then Michelle said, "Hey, I got another short to watch." We watched a 15-minute short called Jerry the Ginger Eater. What the? Jerry the Ginger Eater.
I'm going to leave this one alone.
And it's not about ginger, the food. It's about this guy that wants to eat red-haired women.
So
Jerry, I mean, just bizarre.
Okay, hold on.
And that's on YouTube. That's just free on YouTube. It's 15 minutes long. Jerry the Ginger Eater.
All right, hold on. Is he a cannibal or is he a freak?
All right, it's a Connor story. I see you found it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jerry the Ginger Eater.
So this movie was out, or this short, I should say. I think it was like a while ago. Right?
I don't know when it's out, but man,
this guy is now in Heated Rivalry. He was in the Joker movie that came out, the one that was a joke.
That's the gay hockey player thing?
Exactly. So, it's kind of interesting to see. I think he would like to make movies. Maybe this was his first foray into making movies. I think he's the writer, director, whatever for this short, I should say. Right, so now he's a successful actor.
This is the weekend movie roundup at the Michelle and MJ house. You know what I was thinking?
What's that?
What if we every once in a while invite a listener over to watch a movie with us?
Sure.
Why not?
What do you think?
It's a terrible idea.
Why is it? Listen, so movies are very important to Michelle and I. So we have only one car, but we have a really nice home theater room. All right. So Michelle and I that's one of the best things in the world for us to do. That is one of life's pleasures is just watching a couple of movies on the weekend. Friday night, Saturday night. Sometimes we'll double feature it. If we get an early start, we'll watch 2 movies on a Friday night or 2 movies on a Saturday night. So it's important. And listen, when I built my house, I designed a theater room so there are no windows, and it was specifically for a theater screen and a projector and everything.
Originally, it was going to be a dungeon.
No, it wasn't. So
I was going to be chained to the radiator.
What if I start sharing with our listening audience, and I
get right on that.
Every once in a while, we invite a listener, or a husband and wife.
Why don't you have Stacy from Largo come over?
Come on over and do movie night with Michelle and MJ.
Why don't you call Phil in Arcadia? Why don't you have him come over? I'm sure you guys will get along great.
We haven't heard from Racy Stacy in Largo in a while.
Yeah, she didn't call in.
Yeah, can you make sure she's still breathing? Can you check in on her later on?
I'm not going to do a wellness check.
Do a
on our
wellness
listeners.
check, would you please? All right, Fester, I don't want any voices on this one. Nothing.
If I didn't say anything during Phil the Ginger Eater or Jerry the Ginger Eater.
Well, you did during the toilet thing. All right.
Well,
I don't want any voices on this one.
All right.
Roadkill found in Chinese restaurant freezer.
Oh, too bad. I got very bad news for you. You listen here.
Oh, man, a roadkill deer was found inside a Chinese restaurant's freezer. Yeah, the discovery was made after a Facebook user accused staff at China Queen in Louisiana of skinning an animal in the back behind the restaurant in their shopping center. Holy crap. Local police officers responded to the Chinese restaurant and were shown a picture of a male restaurant employee with blood on his hands by a witness. Pineville Police Department in Pineville, Louisiana.
I don't know which voice you don't want to hear on this story.
They later found a deer carcass inside the Chinese restaurant's freezer next to other food. Yeah, the worker told police he found the deer carcass on the side of the road on the way into work at about 10 a.m. and was intending to turn it into soup. What? Deer soup? I've never heard of this. Officers are on the scene were unable to determine whether the meat was intended for personal consumption or for service at the restaurant.
Well, let me tell you here in Louisiana, we love ourselves a good piece of, deer soup.
Am I going to get a combination of Cajun Fester and Chinese shop owner?
I will give you the entire interrogation. Well, listen here, Mr. Shop Owner, Mr. Wang. What's up, Will? What's my deputies have found a deer in your freezer? What do you have to say for yourself? Listen here.
All right, stop.
You get out of my restaurant right now.
Stop.
I'm the Louisiana lawman. I ask the questions around here.
Stop.
You some bitches.
Anyway, it says a whole investigation with the Louisiana Department of Health and the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries.
Would you like for the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries officer to walk into the conversation?
Yes.
Listen.
Hey, boss, what do we have here?
All right, hold on. The Chinese restaurant posted a note on their door.
Oh,
yes. I got to take a break.
I want to see the note. Read the note.
I'm going to read it right after the break.
Oh.
I'm going to read the note. There's a handwritten note.
What a cliffhanger.
That was posted on the restaurant door. All right, hang on. That and a whole lot more because we've got an hour to go. Next on the MJ Morning Show, 9 o'clock hour, minutes away, here on Q105, 104.7 FM. So you want to sell your home. You want to do it quick. You want to do it easy. I'm going to tell you what to do, folks. You get a hold of my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate. So the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You'll save time and make the most money. The guaranteed offer, that's what you want. MJ here, clearly for Mark Spain Real Estate. And Mark Spain Real Estate should be the company you call when you want to sell your home. You can trust them to sell your home hassle-free with a strong all-cash offer. In fact, Mark Spain Real Estate was ranked on the Inc. 5000 list of the fastest-growing companies in the U.S. for an 8th straight year in a row. They respond fast and one of the most experienced real estate teams in the Tampa Bay area. How about Tyra? Tyra said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. If you want to sell your home, folks, Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com. Get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. IDC, International Diamond Center, coming off their great weekend. Now, guess what? Gearing up for Mother's Day. That's right. IDC is your destination for the best Mother's Day gifts. This year, get her something that's timeless, meaningful, special, a beautiful piece of jewelry. That's right. This is what Mom wants. International Diamond Center has put together an incredible selection of Mother's Day gifts that are both affordable and stylish. Layered necklaces, stackable rings, eternity bands, colored gemstone pieces, heirloom quality jewelry, diamond bracelets, earrings. Listen, it runs the gamut. Whatever you're thinking about for Mom for Mother's Day, IDC is going to have it, and at a great price. And listen, there are things that you can wear every day, from shopping at Target to going to the theater. Dinner out is nice. A thoughtful card is important, but if you really want to let Mom know what she means to the family, bring her home something beautiful from IDC. And to make it really special, any purchase of $249 or more, IDC will give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it and treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. International Diamond Center, IDC, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota for Mother's Day, and tell them that MJ sent you. Simple as that. Your air conditioning is going to break. How do I know this? I'm not a psychic. I'm not a mentalist like that ooze guy. Ooze, Oz, ooze, is, Oz. You know what I'm talking about? I just know that your air conditioning is going to bust at some point. Hey, it might not be today. It might not be next week. It might be in July. It might be in a year. When your air conditioning breaks, I'm just walking you through this, folks. I'm going to make it easy. You call airrescue.com. It's time for you to get rescued. airrescue.com. So Air Rescue used to be Plan B air conditioning, but they've decided to pick the better name and, just consolidate. Same owners. They had Plan B air conditioning and Air Rescue, and they've just changed it all to Air Rescue. Same great technicians, same honesty, the same MJ discount. You mention me, MJ, get 10% off. Say, hey, I listen to the MJ Morning Show. Can I get a 10% off discount on my air conditioning service? Absolutely. You need a new unit. They'll beat any other company by at least $500. Airrescue.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on 8:58. MJ Morning Show back in just a second.
We still have...
A very good story. I mean, Fester just said, hey, I don't want to talk about this on the air. No, we're going to talk about it on the air. Fester just saw something. No, this is...
he saw something.
I think this is a valid discussion. All right, hang on. I got to get to the Chinese restaurant note to wrap this up and close out that story, but now we've got something brand new.
Yes.
Welcome back. MJ, Fester, Michelle, you've got the MJ Morning Show. Thanks again for making the MJ Morning Show Nielsen Radio Ratings rated #1 for the month of March. So we got the March ratings a week or so ago. And again, following up on #1 in February, MJ Morning Show also #1 in March. And we thank you. Thank you for listening to the MJ Morning Show. All right, Fester, your deal in just a second. First, closing out the Chinese restaurant story. If you're just tuning in or if you've been on the edge of a cliff waiting for the note. The story is a Chinese restaurant in Louisiana is in trouble because they were seen skinning a deer in the alley behind the restaurant in a shopping center. And I guess pictures were taken, the authorities were called.
I mean, it's a lot of good meat. I mean, they're going to fry it up anyway.
It's turned into a whole big thing. The Chinese restaurant puts a note on their front door. Obviously, it got a ton of publicity. This happened in Pineville, Louisiana. I don't know where Pineville is. Fester, have you found it on the map yet? Where is Pineville, Louisiana? And it happened at China Queen. Oh, we got to check their ratings. So where's Pineville is a city
in Rapides Parish.
Rapides Parish, Louisiana, located across from Red River. From Alexandria, Louisiana, part of the Alexandria metropolitan area. That's where. Isn't Alexandria the capital of Louisiana?
No.
What is the capital?
Baton Rouge.
Is it Baton Rouge?
It is.
All right.
Why do you say it like you're surprised?
I don't know. I used to know all the state capitals, but that's like something that's atrophied.
Because you've obviously...
Give me a state. Let me see if I can remember. Go ahead. Hurry up. Give me a state.
Iowa.
Iowa is Des Moines.
Okay, Des Moines and Baton Rouge, the only two French capitals.
Oh, really?
Des Moines.
Yeah, okay, I know the Des Moines.
Baton Rouge.
Give me another one.
North Dakota.
Bismarck.
All right, South Dakota.
Oh, no. What's Pierre?
Pierre, South Dakota.
Oh, that is Pierre. Okay, Pierre. All right. That's enough. That's
you
enough.
did it backwards.
All right, so let me go back to the Chinese restaurant and bring up the reviews. I want to see
what is it called?
It's China Queen. Bring up the Google reviews for China Queen in Pineville, Louisiana. So the note on the restaurant door, the Chinese restaurant, they put a handwritten note on the door, notice. And this is not like printed out on, Word or anything. This is a handwritten note. Notice. We apologize for the recent incident. The item involved was never intended to be served to customers, but it was improperly stored. It has been fully cleaned and sanitized. We are cooperating with health authorities, and we've corrected our procedures to ensure this does not happen again. And then thank you from China Queen. So they don't really say, they don't talk about it was a deer.
No, they don't mention the deer.
Skinning in the back of behind the restaurant.
So China Queen looks like a steam table buffet type restaurant. Right. So you pay one price and you... Is
that it?
And you go to the buffet.
What's the...
Overall, it's a 3.3.
Oh, no. That's low.
Yeah, 3.3
that's not good.
As many 5 stars as it has 1 star.
That is low for a Chinese restaurant. All right, Fester, let me grab the control here. I want to go to, because what you do is you go to the newest. Let me go to newest first, and then we'll look at lowest. So the reviews for the China Queen. 4 weeks ago, this is the most nastiest and dirtiest place I've ever been in the city of Pineville, Louisiana. The food is awful, and the place is run down to the extreme. How in the world is this place allowed to be serving people? The food is awful. And when was the last time this place had a health inspection? Because there is no way this filthy place could pass a health inspection.
This person, this is by a person named Carolyn. Carolyn, she was on the mark. I mean, they had a dead deer in the freezer.
She recognized everything, right?
All right, Astrid a month ago wrote, lunch, they really need to update the inside. All right, next one, just a few more here. Let's see.
But these are getting good reviews. This is like a 4-star review.
Here's a 4-star. The food was delicious. The place was dark. Hardly no lighting.
I like those kind of Asian places.
They're not very good at English in Louisiana. Hardly no lighting.
Well, English isn't the first language.
It was part of the Louisiana Purchase, wasn't it?
I mean, a Creole.
I'll say, boy.
Yeah, I'm surprised these aren't written in straight dead-ass Cajun.
Yeah, but Michelle, a 3 point. Are we going to any restaurant that has a 3.3?
Nope.
We are not. There is no. Have we ever gone to a restaurant with a 3.3?
No.
I don't think we have. Here's a.
You know how they give you terms like 20 reviews say the word buffet, and 5 reviews say the word frog legs. So great if you like cheap frog legs. Good buffet for the frog legs.
That's the review. Good buffet for the price. Frog legs were great, but then, yeah, great if you. There are multiple frog legs.
I highlighted all the frog legs reviews. Best frog legs ever. Great food, wonderful frog legs.
Oh, man.
Very tasty frog legs.
Why are there so many freaking frog legs reviews?
I'm amazed. That's why I clicked it.
Oh, man. All right. Anyway, so they apologized. You're not going to see them skinning roadkill behind the restaurant anymore and storing it in their walk-in cooler. That's terrible. What was? Fester's story.
I don't want to say.
No, we got to talk. Do you recognize the person?
I do, but I can't. I'm not going to mention anything.
You know who it was?
I do, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on. You got to tell us.
Okay, tell me which direction in the hallway.
I'm not going to mention. I'm not going to give you any clues to any inkling as to who it was.
Why not?
I just have a question.
Oh, you know what that means? That means he likes the person.
Yeah,
and there's not very many people in here that he likes.
Listen, it's not a matter of liking or not liking the person. It's a small ship around here. There's not a ton of people, friend or foe.
Fester's typically like a grumbly, disgruntled individual that doesn't have many friends inside.
That's true.
All right. So here's the story. What happened?
All right.
So Fester walks back in the room and says, listen, I'm not. You tell the story, but I just want to set this up a little better. Fester says, I just saw something. Let me ask you a question. Go ahead.
When you go to
when you're a male.
We're a man.
When you're in the men's room.
This is men-centric.
Yes.
For men. And you're standing in front of the urinal. You know what you're doing when you're standing in front of the urinal.
You're doing number one. Men are standing up, urinal on the wall, and what did you see?
How far down do you pull your pants? I have it arranged so when I do this activity, which I do all the time.
You have it arranged?
Well, I have this way of not pulling it down at all.
Listen,
when utilizing the zipper in my hands and all that stuff.
When you're standing at the urinal, you can essentially keep your pants maybe lowered just a tad.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. And your hips kind of hold the pants in place. Fester apparently just saw something very, very disturbing in the Beasley Media Group Tampa men's room.
I walk in, I come storming in.
This is like a 3-year-old does this, like a 5-year-old does this,
like a child.
All right, Fester, what'd you see?
There's a grown man there with like full underwear butt sticking out. So it wasn't butt. It wasn't butt.
The guy dropped his pants to like his ankles.
No,
the pants like to the knees.
The pants were like mid. Thigh.
But way too low.
Way too low. Because there's the whole...
It might as well been to the ankles.
There's the whole undies butt exposed.
So what you've described is an adult male using the urinal that dropped their pants way too low for comfort. It made you uncomfortable seeing this in the bathroom.
And
Did you say, hey, dude, what is your deal? Why are you lowering your pants way too low to an uncomfortable low level when you're just using the urinal?
So why not ask the question?
I have a couple of codes. One code is I never talk to another man at the urinal. I don't answer questions. I don't ask questions. Nothing. This other person did not have this code or doesn't have this code. And for better or worse, everybody kind of knows me around here. I'm not bragging, but they do. And I walk in and he's like, hey, how are you, man? And I'm like, oh, whoa. And I had to actually backtrack and leave the urinal area just to
Yeah, this is odd.
regroup.
So was it somebody in sales?
I will never give you any clues.
Dude, you're not one to.
I'm not.
You're not one to protect anything or care
I
about
will-
feelings.
I will cover this person's ass,
What?
even though they couldn't.
All right, that is odd.
I'm telling you, it's someone he likes.
I'd like or dislike.
That's strange.
It's irrelevant. But
Yeah.
whole underwear butt right there, which begs the question: what's the deal? You can't just let your hips do what they do and just go. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
I don't know.
this.
I'm not that person.
I don't know anything about
mean,
this.
It's just like a zip, and it's like a pink, and it's like you do your business, and it's like back in, and then zip up and out the door, wash your hands, and you're gone.
I'm getting a lot of inquiry from people I know around the country and relatives. Now, we spent a good chunk of time on this in the first hour this morning, but the Tampa Bay area, unfortunately, on the map for this terrible story involving Zamil Lehman and Nahida Bristy. And, of course, the huge traffic backup on the Howard Franklin Bridge on Friday morning was due to the grisly discovery of trash bags on the bridge on the left shoulder on the Howard Franklin northbound 275, right near the Pinellas-Hillsborough County line, middle of the bridge. And it turns out that the male, that his remains were found in a bag.
Multiple bags.
In multiple bags. And then the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office last night put out a presser. And I got the email last night about, 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, that more remains were found near 4th Street North and 275. So right, I would imagine the Mangroves area, right as you're getting onto 275 North, right at 4th Street. You've got that area where mangroves and it's wooded and this little like pull-off area where you can park your car. So apparently the question is, did he throw the other bags over and that washed up into the mangroves?
I think that's the case because I read the report that gives a timeline.
And then got spooked and left the other bags on the bridge.
Right.
I mean, what a terrible story. Our hearts go out to the friends locally, family members in Bangladesh. I mean, what a story. I mean, this is just insane.
An insane nightmare all the way around.
Then for this to culminate on one of the most heavily traveled roads in the entire Tampa Bay area.
What was this crazy guy thinking? 5:30 in the morning. The bridge is pretty busy.
He did it in the way early morning hours, maybe even before that day.
Late Thursday night or early
Right.
Friday morning. But I mean,
they have the police have a detailed account of his comings and goings from all the way from USF over to Clearwater, and they have like latitude and longitude. They knew exactly where to go and look. I mean,
was that off of cell phone data?
Yep.
Or was it
cell phone data?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear they're putting up all these like plate readers around town, so you really can't travel anywhere without them being able to make a map if they wanted to.
You do have plate readers as well. Anyway, our thoughts go out to, again, family, friends. We can't imagine what they're thinking in Bangladesh. And, I don't even want to.
I mean, you're sending your kids around the world for an education. This is
a nightmare.
Well, this was the dream scenario for that family, to be able to send their kids around the world to get an education, to provide for the family, to make a difference in everybody's lives. And these poor students, the poor USF community.
There's a third roommate that was assigned in that apartment. So you understand the apartment complex. The room there were 3 bedrooms and they each had their own bathroom. And so they were locked. So it was like almost like a mini apartment, inside of this one apartment. The common area of the kitchen and like the den area was all these 3 people shared. We don't even know if any of them like knew each other before they secure that? I don't think they did. I think what you're going to say is true.
Years ago, we did like grand openings for, I don't want to name any specific places, but there was apartment complex for students.
Right.
Where the common areas, the living room, and the kitchen were shared.
You're talking on Fowler, right near USF.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them around town. I mean, the ones that we went to were like off of like Livingston, but it was near USF, and they catered to students. And the common areas, the living room and the kitchen were for everybody, and then everybody got a good sized bedroom and the bathroom.
And their own bathroom.
And then everybody locked their own room, and you kind of share the area on your way out.
Right.
But you had unless you came in with a 4-pack or a 5-pack of students, you got who you got.
Yeah.
So the traffic jam on Friday morning was all the police activity, the medical examiner, forensics, multiple police agencies. They originally had 2 lanes, the number 1 lane and the number 2 lane. So the 2 left lanes, those were closed down. Then they opened one back up, but the backup was enormous. You know, we were jammed up in the traffic for about 20 minutes or so. It took us about 20 minutes longer to get home than usual. But the Gandy was even worse on Friday. The Gandy was really jammed up.
Everybody rushed to the Gandy Bridge, which is just a 2-lane road.
But then watching like ABC World News Tonight and watching CNN and watching NBC Nightly News, and then seeing the image of like the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office dive team boat right under the bridge, and like, oh my God, we drive over this every day. We just passed over that. Just a terrible story. And on Friday's show, we did say that, Michelle, you said that bags were found, and then we had
the online early rumor mill and the speculation, or people who might have known a detail or two put it out there that it was involving the students.
Yeah.
Well, you could see that there was no automobile accident. And then somebody had filmed going by the police lineup of cars. Yeah. And I think one of them was either the forensics or the medical examiner. So my idea, right away I was like, okay, there's no car accident, but we have that going on, and somebody reporting that they'd seen a big black bag out there before.
With the traffic backup on Friday, we had heard the rumors, and we actually said, hey, rumor is this is affiliated with the missing students, and unfortunately it's a horror show, and it was involving the missing students. There is a story out of the Orlando area. So what do we say? This is Lake Nona. So this is what? Southeast of Orlando is Lake Nona.
It's essentially on the southeastern side of Orlando Airport.
This has nothing to do with the Nona Slice House.
No.
Which is fantastic in Safety Harbor. No, this is Lake Nona. This dude is pulling into a shopping center parking lot to go to the gym. You got the gyms in the shopping centers. This dude is in a Lamborghini to get a workout in, I guess, during lunch. And some lady driving a jacked up, what is this, a Dodge pickup? No, it's a Silverado. It's a Chevy Silverado. This lady drives a totally jacked, it's like this Lamborghini was low. This vehicle is so jacked up, apparently she couldn't even see the road in front of her.
Is that what the case was? She just didn't see the vehicle?
I don't understand that.
This is insane. Lifted Chevy driver drives right over a $250,000 Lamborghini in the parking lot. So they're driving. They're going down the aisle. Then you've got the Lamborghini coming in the opposite direction up the aisle. And the pickup truck driver, this is a woman in a jacked up pickup truck with a total, huge lift kit, and doesn't see the Lamborghini because it's low to the ground and she's too high, and drives right up the front of the damn thing like
Monster Jam at Raymond James Stadium.
Was the guy in the Lambo when it got?
Yes.
Okay.
And guess
They're
what?
going opposite directions.
The only thing that saved him from getting crushed is that the suspension bar underneath got stuck on the A-pillar to the side of the windshield. The metal frame where the windshield pops in. The actual, it got stuck. That's why it didn't drive over. The tire didn't crush through the windshield and crush him. And it's not AI. The video's out there. The Lamborghini is moving slowly through the parking lot. The Silverado enters with a little more speed, and then crunch
Right up the hood of the Lambo.
Drove right up this black Lambo. $250,000 car is wrecked. Yeah.
Oh, man. Somebody call Sam Crack. He could pick this up at the auction.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this car is totaled. I don't know what the story is.
I mean,
But this is crazy.
I mean, how do you send this to the body shop? I mean, it's so many parts.
There was a report that this woman was driving her boyfriend's lifted, jacked up. I don't think there's any damage to the pickup truck.
No. Did you see the video?
Yes.
I mean, the way she gets out of the car, out of the truck, and she's just like.
And he's cursing in Spanish. So
he's cursing in English. He's talking in Spanish, and then he curses in English. It's quite comical.
He goes, "Ay, caramba!"
Amongst other things, yes. Ay, caramba, indeed.
So, I mean, just a terrible thing to see this Lamborghini crushed. You know, what do you tell your insurance company? You know,
here's the pictures. I mean, hope you have farmers.
Take a look at this. Oh, yeah. You know what? We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
I'm mayhem. I'm a big jacked up Chevy Silverado with some lady driving who's never driven one before, borrowed from her boyfriend.
Right. And then here's a dude driving a low to the ground Lamborghini. And guess what? I'm going to drive right over the top of the Lamborghini because it's mayhem like me. Yeah, that's what it is. Bump it up, bump, 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 bump.
I mean, the only thing better would have been if Jake from State Farm owned the Lambo.
Oh, there you go. All right, 9:24 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, it's the final chunk of the MJ broadcast. There's a movie that is supposed to be kind of gross. I mean, making fun of everybody. You'll know who's in it, and I hadn't heard of it until now. And I think it might have been self-funded because a major movie company didn't want to make the movie. Wait till you hear this and who the name. You're going to know the name immediately when I tell you about this movie. Next on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, and then the Michael Jackson movie opened huge, massive. All right, that and more all next. We're loaded. Final chunk MJ Morning Show is next. Here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Hey, whatever you do, do not miss out on this incredible zero res deal for April. We're sitting here. It's Monday, April 27th. You only have days to lock in and score the April special, which is 3 rooms of carpet for just $109. Holy moly, plus a free hallway. What? $109 gets you 3 rooms of carpet professionally cleaned from Zero Res. Mention me, MJ, and get a free hallway. So spring is here. Oh, and get a load of this. Right now, take $100 off their air duct cleaning. Yeah, that is a strong number, too. Great offers right now. You want Zero Res. The process is the best. They don't use the chemicals and the shampoos and the soap. They don't leave a residue, and that's what you want. The residue attracts dirt faster. That's why you want Zero Res. Call up Zero Res. It's ZeroResTampaBay.com. That's ZeroResTampa.com. Go to ZeroResTampa.com. Tell them MJ sent you and get this amazing offer. ZeroResTampa.com. Simple as that. There is a miracle happening at Miracle Toyota. What is it? A car dealer experience that is pleasant, that you're going to love the experience. You're going to love buying or leasing your brand new Toyota car, truck, or SUV, or a great pre-owned from Miracle. So Miracle Toyota is in Haines City in Polk County. If you're in Lakeland, if you're in Winter Haven, if you're anywhere in Polk County, go ahead and hit up Miracle Toyota and tell them MJ sent you. You're going to get a great experience. You're going to get a great deal. And this is fantastic. For the month of April, it's Community Give Back. So at Miracle Toyota right now, it's Community Appreciation Month. They're giving back. They will donate a portion of your vehicle's purchase to the charity of your choice. So they'll make a cash donation, charity of your choice, when you buy something from Miracle Toyota, Haines City on US 27 during April. Miracle Toyota, tell them that MJ sent you. Now, it is important that you know what to do when your air conditioning busts. It's Plan B Air Conditioning's new name, and that is Air Rescue. Same owners. They've just phased out the Plan B name, and now Air Rescue is the name of the company. Same incredibly trained and prompt and courteous technicians. If they're not there on time when they say, they'll take off the diagnostic fee charge. If you mention me, MJ, they'll give you a 10% discount. Yeah, say, hey, Air Rescue, want to get my air conditioning fixed? MJ sent me. Can I get the MJ 10% discount? Absolutely. If you're looking for a great air conditioning company when your air conditioning goes kaflooey, if you need a new system, you call Air Rescue, airrescue.com. That's airrescue.com or 888. Never wait for airrescue.com and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on at 9:28. MJ Morning Show back in just a second.
In Pinellas, a crash on Ulmerton Road westbound at Roosevelt. In Hill.
Chaperone's Paradise deal. I neglected to play the Lamborghini audio from Lake Nona. So, you know what? They need a Nona Slice House in Lake Nona. I got to get Jamie on the phone.
You know what?
You know, you don't have a Lake Nona. All right, so hold on. What do you say, Andrew? I shouldn't play the audio? All right, hang on. Do we know if it's all in
Except
Spanish?
for the naughty words. I told you that.
Does he use... Is there profanity?
Yes, he speaks in Spanish all the way.
So
except
increíblemente, ando en el Lambo, me voy a parquear, y bro.
But then he does drop English curse bombs.
Yeah.
But how do we know he's not dropping Spanish curse bombs?
I don't know.
I mean, I know a bunch of, I know a good chunk of Spanish curse words like, I don't want to say them, but.
So increíblemente, ando en el Lambo, me voy a parquear, y bro, la locura. Literal, si eso la señora no me vio, me pasó.
Is he saying like you crazy
Yeah.
F-bomb, you drove the pickup truck on top of my Lamborghini?
Do they not have that word in Spanish?
What, F-bomb? Yes,
Right.
they do.
I mean, why is he speaking in Spanish and then F-bomb?
No, I speak English.
Oh, man. That's terrible. I feel so bad. I mean, the Lamborghini, I think it might be totaled. It's a disaster zone. All right, moving on to this movie.
Don't say it like that.
You know what?
This movie.
Well,
so dismissive.
I got to be in. I'm interested. This has caught my attention. David Spade has a new movie out that's like not a major studio release.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other movie.
No. What other movie?
Michael. We were going to talk about Michael.
That's next. Yeah, I got two things here. But David Spade has apparently been surprised at the reception of his new movie called Bus Boys. Spade says that a lot of the reviews are positive. Go to Rotten Tomatoes, just out of curiosity. Go to Rotten Tomatoes. And apparently this movie has like no filters. And maybe that's one of the reasons why the major movie companies did not want to make the movie. So he and Theo Von, his co-star, they spent over $3 million of their own money to make what is being described as a crude comedy about two idiots.
A pair of idiot friends believes that if they become waiters, all their problems will be solved.
Right. So I guess they start out as busboys. They start out as busboys and they're trying to work their way up to waiters to then solve all of their problems in life. But apparently, the jokes, who they make fun of, apparently it is across the board. No one is safe. They're making jokes at everyone's expense. And I want to see it. I got to be honest.
Look at the reviews from 2 hours ago. Non-stop laughing, start to finish. Enjoyed Theo Von in theaters. Raunchy, irreverent, zany, audacious comedy that's probably the best experience while high or slightly drunk. Note to self.
Yeah. So
one of the more dim-witted.
This is a bad review. So, call it. What?
The only thing more dim-witted than the two loser protagonists in Bus Boys is the entire cinematic trash dump that's trying to pass as a comedy film.
The jokes are as limp and shabby as the awful mullet wig.
I don't think Theo Von's wearing a mullet wig.
Who's wearing the mullet wig?
No, he has a real mullet.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Bus Boys, David Spade, Theo Von. I got to be honest, it's kind of piqued my curiosity, Michelle.
Yeah, I can see why.
I mean,
this to me sounds a little bit like, what was that other movie you liked with him and Tommy Boy? Him and Chris Farley. This sounds a lot like it's in that kind of lane where I'm sure critics really ripped that one, but people love it. It's got a cult following. This is going to develop a cult following too.
I love Tommy Boy. And listen, and I love some of the best cinematic classics of all time, but I love Tommy Boy. I laughed hysterically during Tommy Boy.
mean, this might be more in the Joe Dirt lane. That's more culty with Spade characters. But yeah, man, hey, if he can do it for a couple of bucks.
The movie, some are saying it's like a combo of Dumb and Dumber and the movie Waiting.
Right.
About the waiters. Opened last Friday, 800 theaters worldwide, pulled in $1.65 million the first weekend. And the story that I have says that without traditional bosses or gatekeepers, the pair were free to discharge absurd jokes and one-liners that might not have made it past the politically correct police in the major movie studios. God, what jokes are in this thing that might not have made it past, like, the politically correct individuals at the movie studios?
We got to go see it now.
I think so.
And I think there's going to be a lot of this kind of sentiment now, people just wanting to see it just to see what they said.
All right, Bus Boys with David Spade and Theo Von. Now, on to Michael Jackson. Critics have beaten this thing up. Critics have said there's nothing new here. It's kind of whitewashed, no pun intended. Critics have said that they don't address the elephants in the room, like the molestation charges. But I'm telling you right now, this Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, opened massive. I mean, just shy of $100 million. This was a $97 million weekend. And then another 120 internationally. So this is big. When was the last time we had a $100 million weekend?
So
it's been a little bit. I mean, this is 97 million, 3 mil shy of 100 mil.
This worldwide take of over $200 million is the largest biopic opening in the history of movie biopics.
Really? Yeah, according to industry insiders, the true potential of the movie was actually figured out when it brought in already $12.6 million on soft Wednesday and Thursday openings.
Yeah.
On those two middle-of-the-week days, the movie brought in $12.6 million domestically here in the United States. And then goes on to a $97 million weekend. Holy frig on a stick. I would have never thought it would do that. I mean, they were thinking, is this going to be a giant flop?
Okay, can I just tell you, there are so many Michael Jackson fans out there. And they know the whole story already. But you know what? They're reminiscing. They want to go see Michael Jackson, like, dancing around on stage, how we used to see doing his performing. And I think this, what is it, like a nephew or cousin of his that's playing.
It's the nephew.
Right.
His nephew plays Michael.
Right. He's, I think, doing a pretty good job.
He looks just like him.
Right.
He has the lineage to make the moves, to pull the moves off.
Yep.
You know, my kids love Michael Jackson.
Do they
don't,
really?
They don't know anything about the bad stuff. They just know, you know,
right,
the Billie Jean stuff, the Thriller stuff, the Beat It stuff.
Yeah. What Michael Jackson songs made it into the biopic? Not everything. And there was a cutoff point where there's a particular song that was kind of his big smash comeback, not in the movie. So hold on. I'm going to tell you. It starts with Jackson 5. So in the Michael biopic, the songs are as follows. I'll Be There. That was Jackson 5.
Jackson 5.
I'll Be There. Never Can Say Goodbye, Jackson 5. Who's Loving You, also Jackson 5. Then there was a whole Jackson 5 medley. I Want You Back, ABC, 1, 2, 3. The Love You Save. Then it goes from the early days. So someone played like young Michael. Then the older Michael was played by the nephew. So then it transitions. And it starts covering, after the Jackson 5, the biopic picks up with Michael's massive breakaway from the family and his humongous solo career. And it picks up with 1979's Off the Wall, which that had a bunch of hits on it. So you got Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Then it morphs into Thriller and then Bad. So of the later years, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Beat It, Thriller, Billie Jean, Wanna Be Startin' Something, Human Nature, Working Day and Night, Who's Bad? Bad. But guess it doesn't go into his comeback. What do you remember? Michael Jackson, remember he was like
are you talking like Man in the Mirror or Smooth Criminal?
Nope, those were that was on the Bad CD or the Bad album, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Smooth Criminal. Then he really couldn't get arrested for a while. Michael Jackson after, well.
No, I think maybe he did get.
All right.
No.
Said he did get arrested.
Oh, look, Michelle making a jokey joke.
No.
All right. So, but professionally and career-wise, he hit a rough patch, and he just fell off the radar. But then Michael Jackson, remember, 1991, had that comeback that was actually a big hit. Come on.
What is it? Just tell us.
Don't matter if you're black or white. That black or white.
Black or white. Okay.
So that didn't make it.
And then it had the groundbreaking video with the face morphing.
Yeah, all the morphs.
Yeah.
That was the first time we really saw that technology.
Yeah, really. It was for the time.
You're right. That was groundbreaking, brand new, and everyone was talking about the faces just morphing on the screen.
It was a must-see video.
Yeah, you're right.
And it still looks good. It still holds up.
It does. So amazing box office weekend for Michael Jackson.
No song from that album made it? They didn't go that far?
No, they stopped. They stopped from Bad. Bad was the last album that they used songs from.
If we're being completely honest, there's too much Jacko to fit into a 2.5-hour movie.
Yeah, I agree.
He is really a movie series.
Totally.
You could have done a Jackson 5 movie. You could have done the Hits movie of the 80s, and then you could have done the 90s and the allegations and the death.
Phones are ringing here. Let me grab Tammy in Wesley Chapel. Hi, Tammy. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey.
Tammy, go ahead.
I went and seen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I went and seen it this weekend, and I thought it was fantastic. I wish I'm older, and I wish I could have actually seen him in concert, because that's to me what it was. It was like a concert, and I went through all the songs, and it was great. And then it was interesting to hear the backstory, like working day and night. That was probably about his dad, like definitely making them work day and night and being really.
Oh, listen, Joe Jackson was like, did they really go over the abuse allegedly at the hands of Joe Jackson?
No. Yes. Like they even like they didn't as bad. They didn't really gloss over, but the first entry, he beats him with a belt. And it's just like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember those days.
Yeah, Joe Jackson was supposed to be a miserable father.
He was mean.
Mean.
But for him. I mean, he had a really rough life with this guy. And he was just a workaholic. And then, and I think they're going to make a 2. Because
So you think there's going to be a Jacko 2?
To be continued.
All right, so Tammy, you give thumbs up then.
It was a really good movie.
You like? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
I thought it was really good.
Thank you, Tammy. Have a great day. Look at this. Phones have lit up on this. How about Vicky in Largo? Vicky, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi there, Vicky.
Hey, listen, I saw it twice this weekend.
Wait a minute. You saw it twice this weekend?
Yes.
Hold on. Did you pay once and just sat in the theater to watch the next showing, or did you actually pay twice?
I paid twice. I went once with some friends.
You're the reason for the $97 million box office domestic take.
Then I dragged my husband the second time, and he didn't want to go, but he loved it. He goes, I thought I was watching Michael Jackson. It was unbelievable.
So the critics have beaten it up. They beat it. Why do you think the critics have given it bad reviews, but people like you are saying, oh, it's great?
Well, that just shows you can't trust some of the media, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Jafar, his nephew, does an unbelievable job, and young Michael, it's like so cute. And then Bubbles, the chimp, everything.
Wait a minute, Bubbles the chimp makes an appearance?
Well, a baby chimp comes in. Yeah, you got to see it. I don't want to.
Does Bubbles have a speaking part?
Well, kind of. And then you know that Bubbles lives in Wachula right now. Did you know that?
We know. We've talked about that many times.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Bubbles is in Wachula.
Oh, okay.
In fact, we wanted to bring Bubbles into the studio with the launch of the Michael biopic. Fester, did you ever call Wachula? You were supposed to do that.
Yeah, I called. You know what they said?
What? That chimpanzee or primate sanctuary in Wachula, they're very low key. They don't.
They do.
Yeah, they don't want to play.
It's not like you could see Bubbles or there's no tours or anything like that.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for the call.
It's his yeah. Just so you know, it's Bubbles' birthday this week. He'll be 42.
Wait a minute. It's Bubbles' How do you know it's Bubbles' birthday?
I follow a guy named Ron Pia. He's a vlogger for Everything Jacksons. You might want to look him up. And he is live all the time with interviews. And this week it's been very busy for him.
I guess so.
So
all right.
learned a lot. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Fessa, can you look that up? You know what? Call the Chimp Sanctuary in Wauchula and ask them if we can.
All right, hold on.
Ask them if we can serenade. Is it not?
Born in Texas, he was born in a research facility in 1983.
Right.
He's currently 43 years old as of 2026, which I guess would be, if he hasn't, I guess it'd be 43 this birthday. It doesn't give an exact day.
Or it might be 44.
No.
All right, let's call the Chimp Sanctuary in Wauchula and ask when Bubbles' birthday actually is. Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can bring Bubbles a cake.
Yeah.
I want to bring Bubbles a birthday cake.
Monkeys love cakes.
Oh, yeah. I want to know what flavor cake, and we can have a custom cake made for Bubbles.
We'll bring in some triple kill of vanilla ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Cake and ice cream.
Yeah.
Like an ice cream and cake party.
Sounds great.
Or we could bring a small batch creamery ice cream cake.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. All right, listen, you got to call Wauchula, and we need to go out there and bring Bubbles a birthday cake.
We do.
Will they let with the success of the Michael biopic, will they let the MJ Morning Show come by and bring Bubbles a cake? And maybe we can get a couple of selfies with Bubbles.
That'd be nice.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
But, we've tried in the past, and they don't want anything to do with us.
No. I mean, not to say they're not fans.
Maybe they'll change their minds now. Can you please call the Chimp Sanctuary? Make this happen. Come on. The power of persuasion.
I'll give him a call.
Well, I want to bring Bubbles a cake this week.
No guarantee.
You and I will take a little trip. Michelle, you'll go too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll all go. Michelle, you know what? You've got a softer female touch.
Yeah.
Why don't you call the Wauchula Chimp Sanctuary?
And say what? I've got two cuckoos that want to come with me and hang out with Bubbles?
No. Michelle from the MJ Morning Show.
You never describe us as cuckoos to people who don't know us.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna let us in after you call us cuckoos.
Yeah, I mean, they'll figure out soon enough that we're nuts, but we don't want to present that way from go. That's not how you do it. You know what? Having her call might be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'll call.
Mm-hmm.
Or you both call.
You have to say that we're leaders in the Tampa Bay community, and we do a lot of public service work. Very charitable. You really have to lie. You have to lie a lot.
That's better for you, Fester.
Yeah, so I'm a little better student. Dirty work.
Who the hell would heckle Cyndi Lauper? This angers me. This made me angry when I saw this.
What'd they say?
So Cyndi Lauper has a new Vegas residency. I like Cyndi Lauper. And I got to be honest. We have not been to Vegas, Michelle, since we figured, 2011?
Yeah, easily.
Somewhere around there. We have not been to Vegas in a long time. This might actually get me to Vegas to check out the Cyndi Lauper residency.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
So the opening show was on Friday. It was just a couple of days ago. And somebody was heckling Cyndi Lauper? What was wrong with you? Why would someone heckle Cyndi Lauper?
What'd she do?
Oh, hey, I've got the audio. I've got the Cyndi Lauper audio here, and you can, she kind of, gave it right back. Listen.
Anyway, it inspired this song that I'm going to sing for you now, and it was about a time that I lived.
All right, so she's telling a story. She's got that Queens, New York accent.
She's very soft-spoken. I mean, every time I've seen her not singing, just talking, she always has a very soft...
Anyway.
All right, so she's talking about this particular song and inspiration.
And it was about a time that I lived.
It was about the time.
I don't know what the is saying, hon. Please remember where you are.
So I don't know what the F this guy is saying. You heard the bleep. I don't know. Is the guy from... Is she from Brooklyn or Queens? Oh, Andrew says she's from Brooklyn.
But she says, please remember where you are,
Right.
okay?
Yeah, you're at my residency show in Las Vegas.
Okay, because if you're trying to shade me, I'm gonna come for you.
You try to shade me, I'm going to come for you. Look, there's some New York Mean Street stuff right there.
I'm from Brooklyn. Okay, and if I want to talk, I will do a tap dance.
If you want to effing talk, I'll do a tap dance up here.
Sorry, that of course is.
Yeah. So
She said, I'm from Brooklyn. If I want to bleep and talk, I'll do a tap dance.
No, there you go. Anyway, so where is this? Is this at?
So she's only doing 5 shows.
Is it at Caesars?
So you see, the Coliseum.
Yeah, so at Caesars.
But you said it's a resident. It's not like Britney's residency or Elton John's.
Well,
where,
hey, maybe if it's successful, they'll extend the residency.
Not if she keeps cursing out. Listen.
No, that's fine. That makes me want to see her even more.
How old is Cyndi Lauper?
72.
Ooh.
Wow.
Cyndi Lauper is 72.
She is 72.
Listen, she's got a bunch of. Hey, our buddy Robert Davi, she did the Goonies song.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got to roll. Leave Cyndi Lauper alone. What are you thinking? Anything else before we get out of here today?
That's it.
Starting the week off, I think on a decent foot. That was a decent Monday show.
All right.
And with that, we got to go. Hey, Cash Kitty's next. Cash Kitty's got another $1,000 next here on Q105. So heads up right after the commercials. We come out of the commercials with the new Cash Kitty $1,000 word, and it could be yours next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful out there.